You've seen
Hello. What's going on? Let me turn this shit down real quick. Lawrence just became another member or re-upped. I can't see. Hold on 1 second. Oh my god, I gotta figure out how to cut the shit off. Alright. What's going on? One of these days I'm actually having music that stop. I wish this dog would shut the hell up. What's going on, peoples? Welcome to another day. What up, JQ? BM's in the building. That's all I can see. I know the white lady's here. She's in the background. She said she's. Oh man, it's been a long damn day, man. But good day, not too bad. Getting one step closer. Lawrence, he renewed his channel membership, which is awesome. JQ gifted 3 yesterday, I want to say 3 or 2, 2 or 3 yesterday. Gifted 2 memberships yesterday, which is always awesome. Yeah, it's awesome time. What's going on, Wrestler? How you doing, good sir? This dog, man, it is freezing in here. This new AC is pumping out some air, bro. Jesus Christ. I've been freezing this whole time. Mail is here. How are you doing, Mail? Oh, but you don't want to turn the damn AC up. Jesus. It's fucking freezing. It's fucking freezing here. I'm cold with a hoodie on. This is what I'm talking about. I'm freezing in here. She gonna tell me to go put some more clothes on. Oh, BM just, let me see what it says. I can't see. BM just renewed her membership. Thank you again. JQ regifted another membership. Thank you for the membership gifts, and thank you for accepting those gifts there, BM. Let me see. What am I doing? Trying to do something. I can't remember what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. I got it. Having a brain fart. I don't know if y'all know what that is, or what do they call it? A senior moment. What did you say? Oh, that's Rumble. All right. Yeah, that's because I what I named it, and it's not working. Oh my god, this is stupid. This is getting on my nerves. No, let's go to this one. Maybe that'll work. There we go. Thank you guys for accepting the channel memberships, and especially you, JQ, for gifting another one to JQ. Oh my god. Cold Truth doing much better back from Mexico and unpacking. Yeah, how was the trip? Yeah, I heard you got attacked by birds and shit. You know. LOL stop complaining after sweating for a long. Listen. No, you don't understand. There's difference between being freezing and furzing. Fucking furzing, I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. I'm always gonna complain. That's what I do. I can complain better than anybody. Jesus Christ, especially when I'm cold. And you know I'm always cold for the most part. I'm not putting on any more clothes. I already got a hoodie on and jeans. All right, what's going on? Let's get into this stuff. I really didn't have too much to talk about. I was just gonna go over some things I saw in the news. Also, what is? Yeah, you can put the link up. This is just a let's talk. If you want to come up and talk and say what you want to say, see what you saw throughout the weekend. There were some good conversations that went on in a couple panels. I thought it was actually pretty good. I don't know. I might play a little bit of one. I wasn't involved in it, but I thought it was a good conversation. That's true. And a lot of it I disagreed with, but you know, I think it was a conversation well worth it. But I'm gonna try to shy away from that a little bit. You know, I get I'm not in the because it was all up. What was it? The interracial dating thing, which I thought was actual good conversation, but I just disagreed with a lot of stuff that was said. But eh, some of it was okay. I'm not saying it was all bad. There's some of it I agree with. There's some I did, but I think it was just a different take when it came to the people that are actually involved in interracial dating versus what they feel or what they think. Um, like Sharon Bracey, he had a good take on it. And I mean, I can listen. He's been in an interracial relationship for a while, just like me. So I just have a different thing. Well, I have to talk about that. Well, I've done my share, so I want to know what was said. Oh, okay. Well, shit. Well, let me bring it up. Well, he knows how to get in here. Um, Let me pull it up. Matter of fact, because I didn't know I was going to talk about it, but I just said it was a great conversation going on. But you know what? Let's get into it. Let me find something. Why does it keep bringing me to this? Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Uh, mm, Let me try to bring this video up. Where was it at? Whose channel was it on? Yeah, it was. I know. Aaron's. It was on Aaron's. Yeah, it was on Aaron's. Sometimes you know how you get them kind of confused with Fight Club. Where was that? And he went for 6 hours that day. You know what? I want to see.
Baby Bob, because I've
They'll
never
have
been.
a. All right. Oh, yeah. There was a lot of stuff I could. Yo, yeah. Oh, what the hell?
Okay.
What the hell?
Okay. All right. So
I don't even know how that happened. All right.
This is only in the beginning of.
All right. So let me bring. Do I want to do it? Let me see. I know what I'm gonna do it this way. Let me copy that. Copy. I'm gonna go around not doing it this way. I'm gonna bring it into the screen. Sometimes it's a lot easier that way. Uh, all right, here we go. Let me bring it up. Present, share. There we go. There we go. Mhm. All right, so all right, here we go. Oh wow, look who decided to bring his ass to the goddamn this nigga right here.
Is like
What's going on, good sir?
What's up, Jacob Bill?
Damn, why
What's
your eyes so big, nigga?
Yeah, that,
Yo, that crack.
that good crack, that coke.
No. Let's see. Let's get it started.
knock off.
Yo, before we get started,
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Jay Prince has got the funniest man of the year award. This dude
Funny.
said he's selling virtual hot dogs. I don't know. I don't think I ever heard that before in my entire life.
Did you just say
Virtual hot.
that?
He said it on his show. So I'm watching the replay.
Oh,
You
I,
know.
no, it is no. Okay.
Yo, dog, yo, he get the award for the funniest person ever. He said it with a straight. So his idea is he want people to donate $3 to a virtual hot dogs, and then
Oh, so he can give it to a person when it. Yeah, I heard him. Okay, I remember him saying that now.
Raz, you coming up? What you doing? He up there messing with
Yeah,
the
hold
bitches.
on, get his shit. Let him get his shit together. Damn, hold up.
This nigga said virtual dog. When I tell you when he said that,
What up, little big Nate? What's
I'm
going on,
over
brother?
there. Yo, little big Nate, what's up? Little big Nate was watching my birthday stream, cracking up with me drunk.
Man, he were. We ain't gonna talk.
Sir, I'll do it again. Yeah, virtual hot dogs. So he gonna give a hot dog away for everything, and he gonna record it. Sir, I don't know. I don't know nothing about
But
these.
I hear what he's saying.
No, sir, you don't. Sir, that is a load of crap. So what if so what you gonna do? You got $6.
Mhm.
So you're gonna give two people hot dogs, and somebody else gonna come up. No, man, I only got $6 for you.
He gonna do
That's not-
anything to sell that truck.
Yeah, that's not helping your cause for homeless people. What are you talking about? That makes zero
That's not.
sense.
That is really not.
Yeah, little big. You right, little big Nick. Philly niggas. So
Philly niggas, exactly.
get on that yak. We do what we gotta do.
Yeah,
So-
niggas ain't shit.
So okay, since you believe this, are you donating $3 to his virtual hot dog fund?
You know what? If he
No.
you know what?
No.
If he donates it to a homeless person,
First of all,
that hold on, a homeless white person.
a homeless white person.
Since he hate motherfucking white people so much, he has to only donate it to a homeless white person.
Oh my god, this dude said virtual hot dogs.
He
I'm
ain't-
done.
First of all, you heard how this man speaks. He is in Milwaukee. He's not giving up shit. You
Well,
know he gonna hold all that money.
I hear what y'all are saying, but I have faith in a nigga, man.
Oh,
I
you
definitely
good.
don't.
You too good.
Zero. Rizzler, I'm with you, Raz.
I'm gonna give you a halo right now. You too good.
Look, look, I got faith in the jigaboo, okay? I got faith in the jig. You know what I'm saying? I think he gonna do the right thing, man.
I don't even know. Like that don't even
Wait,
sound
hold
like
on,
it's
hold on.
plausible.
You say you got faith he gonna do the right thing. What history has ever shown you that when it comes to JP?
You know, so sometimes you gotta let a nigga burn you a little bit, you know?
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Y'all y'all believe that shit?
No, I listen. If you said let a nigga burn you a bit, she's your arch nemesis. I would rather let Mo burn me.
No,
Then
you
have
crazy
J-
motherfucker.
then have JP burn me.
The
Look,
one thing I
Because-
can't stand, I
because
can't
would've-
stand a liberal white woman, dog. That shit is a fucking annoying, bro.
Bro, here's my thing.
Ah,
If she burns me, I at least gave my all to make sure that didn't happen. There's no giving your all with that man. It's gonna happen. There's nothing you can do to change him.
I want my virtual hot dog.
hold on. OG 230 said, help a brother out. You know what? I was about to see that little big Nate thing. Help a nigga out.
Back.
You lucky I ain't got the drop. God damn it. no. I
gotta call bullshit on you too, because you said he had the permit. You said he had the permit.
No, he showed it. He showed it. He
Sir,
did show it.
whoa, sir. He
Mhm.
literally just went on. He said on his show that he needed $600 to get the permit. Yeah, he just said it.
He don't have the permit. How long he been trying to get this food truck up?
Wait. Hold on, because he said he had his food because he went to the farmer's market and and he said people were reluctant to buy from him. So that means he has his permit. He probably doing something else.
No,
Sir. He said it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Permit.
Listen. I
This
don't know this
nigga,
nigga.
he went to the lid. They was reluctant to buy him because he ain't had no sanitary sign up there, no permit. He went up there in a food truck selling them hot dogs.
Listen, first off, you don't go to a farmer's market to sell hot dogs. That's number one.
No. It depends on where you are. If you were here in New York,
I guess.
if you were here in New York, depending on where you're stationed at, farmers markets get packed. So therefore they're gonna want food. Because what's the saying? Eat food so that therefore you're not spending too much on food.
Nobody gonna buy from a food truck, a hot dog truck. When you at a farmer's market when they's buying food,
They would in Union Square.
Well, what I said, if he was downtown, like mid Chicago, where people are, yeah. But that's all. But most farmers markets are not down. No, most farmers markets are not downtown in a busy area.
Which they should be because they're ridiculous. Union Square is a big populated area, and when they come up with the farmers market, everybody shows up. Because whether it's every Sunday, whatever they do it, or what they do is strictly for the fall season, like getting into that whole fall, the whole autumn, October kind of thing. Or they get packed because you got the apple cider that comes up, you got your pumpkin pies, you got all that shit, and people come through.
Nigga, no one likes New York but you, bro. You and Jigaboo from Philly.
First of all, don't no one like Oklahoma but you.
Hey, even I don't like that motherfucker. That's why I'm not there. I only go to visit and leave. I go to visit and come back. I don't stay a very long time. But no, so there's a difference between his hot dog cart and his food truck.
what?
Wait, he's getting a permit for a hot dog truck, not
he has the motherfucking hot dog food. No, he has the food truck already, but it ain't permitted. The hot dog cart is permitted.
This dude tripping.
First of all,
he's selling glizzies through his hot dog cart.
Let's talk about how messed up that is. How do you get a permit for a hot dog truck first?
Because it's smaller and it's
that nigga selling illegal glizzies.
More money.
First of all,
glizzies on the black market. You right, B Love.
Hot dog from a hot dog cart because everybody knows, especially being out here in New York, talking about you don't want to eat no dirty water hot dog. So in Milwaukee, I'm not thinking that's going to be any more cleaner. All right.
Yo, Black Thoughts, you know who was talking about that, Black Thoughts?
I'll say it to your face. New York is hot doo-doo water.
First of all, no
trash.
First of all, we have the cleanest water. We have some of the cleanest waters.
You don't have the cleanest water.
We have some of the cleanest
cleaner
water.
than Oklahoma, motherfucker. With all that meth. Y'all got meth. Y'all got meth all in y'all water. That's why nobody living there.
We ain't even talking about y'all got xylazine in y'all water.
It's good for you. It's good for your teeth.
That's why y'all scratching y'all skin off.
It's good for your teeth. It make your teeth strong.
That's for bones. That's for strong bones in development, sir.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, all right, nigga. Yeah. Matter of fact, you know what? I wasn't even gonna do this, but now y'all gonna get me on my hate New York shit today and hate Philly shit today.
Even our rats are strong due to the water, sir.
Yeah, we made Oklahoma the new Australia. We sending all our prisoners there. We need a big prison.
Right. right,
So we
nigga.
sending everybody to
Hey,
Oklahoma.
don't get it twisted. They do got a whole bunch of prisons in Oklahoma. They
Yeah.
got a whole
No, but the
bunch of
whole
prisons.
state gonna be a
The
prison from
whole
now on.
state's
It
gonna
don't
be
even
that.
matter. We'll house y'all motherfuckers as long as I'm getting a cut out of it. Well, I'm gonna hate New York day all
Nigga,
day.
you taking up for Jay Prince because I think you got a piece of that glizzy stand.
Black.
That's
Thought
why
is
you taking
absolutely
up.
Correct. He is correct on that statement.
Little big Nate. Look, yeah, little big. Big Nate, get him.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I don't
Queen.
give a shit about you mid-Atlantic
Queen.
niggas, man. I done told y'all.
Yo, wrestler, you think he got a bit of that glizzy stand? That's why he capping so hard. You think he invested in that glizzy stand?
Hell no, I'm not invested.
He invested in that glizzy
You
stand.
know what? I am invested. You know what? I gave him some super chats and shit. You know what I mean?
That was a waste.
Nigga.
So give him $10 right now. Give him $12 for that virtual hot dogs.
Listen,
Since you
if
can't-
listen,
that's a
I
fact.
told you, matter of fact, I'm gonna do one better.
He gonna get a
gotta
virtual
get-
hot dog with no bun.
Listen, he got to give. No, I'm gonna go on the show when is he on right now? I'll go to the show right
He
now.
might
and
be
tell him,
because they talking
listen.
about him.
Oh
he's
my
streamed.
god!
I'm gonna go there and tell him, look, man, I'll give you $12, but
For a
here's the
virtual
catch.
hot dog.
I need what is it? What is that? $3 hot dog. So I need 4 hot dogs going to homeless white women. And you gotta say white women is God.
Oh my god! Imagine.
He said he gonna-
Yeah,
he said he gonna work.
Milwaukee selling virtual hot dogs at New York prices. I cannot.
Yo, that's the crazy part. So then he go there and embarrass the homeless person because he said he gonna film himself giving a hot dog to the homeless person.
I don't care. I don't care. It gotta be a homeless white woman because I'm an asshole because he hate white women so much and he gotta say white
So
woman.
you gonna say
Really
so you gonna watch the episode so he record 4
I will,
homeless white
yeah.
people?
Yes,
four.
four homeless white women, and he gotta say white woman is God.
That is an expensive ass
you
hot
heard it from
dog.
Oklahoma, yeah.
That is for a hot dog you're not touching. That's a very expensive hot dog.
No, but that's 4 of them, so you know that's good money right there.
Yeah, but no.
I helped 4 people out, 4 white.
But that's the
women.
thing. That's the thing. We buying the hot dogs from people. He ain't sacrificing nothing. Matter of fact, he making a profit off of it
I don't
because the hot dogs is 10 cents a piece. And he charging everybody $3 for it. He made a profit. That
That's
ain't
a fact.
helping nobody. That's him. He making more
Absolutely.
money.
He ain't on there. How much you charge for hot dogs? Oh well, listen. He got if he gonna do that, because what he said he was gonna do. He wants to do sell a hot dog, give a hot dog to a homeless or someone that deserves it or whatever the fuck he said. I couldn't remember.
All at a profit.
Whatever.
All at a profit.
I mean, I'm not. Listen, I just want. Listen, y'all know how much of an asshole I am. I just want that 12. I want them 4 hot dogs to go to white women, homeless white women. I don't care if they drugged out. He got to give it to a white woman and say, "White woman's God."
Kyle, you better check your bank account. I think he donated to the Glizzy Fund. I think he a partner in the Glizzy Fund.
So you
He
might be
capping
able to
real
afford-
hard.
Nah,
Maybe a
I
little
ain't
short in that
I'm not
account.
capping. I'm just being honest, bro.
I think some money missing, Kyle. I think he partners in the Glizzy Fund. Let me
Yeah,
check that
so
permit.
A little light.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
check that. Let me
yeah.
check that permit.
Man, sell a hot dog, eat a hot dog. Yeah, yeah. He said. I think he said he's selling them. But if you know anything about hot dog and food carts, them food carts, them motherfuckers charge exorbitant amount of money.
So let me ask you a question. If he don't sell the hot dogs by the end of the day, what you think he doing with them? You think he
Oh, he.
They
Oh
going
my
to his
God.
order.
you think
Oh,
that-
I'm not. I don't even want to
going to
think
his
about
border.
that shit, bro.
you think they're gonna be back on the cart the next day? Them same hot dogs.
Hell yeah. Nah, he won't do that. He a good nigga. He a
Wait,
good
wait.
nigga.
Whoa. Say that with a straight face.
Listen. Listen, I got faith in the young bull, man. Oh, he ain't even that young. The
He
old
ain't been that
motherfucker.
young. That's already tell a lie. I already tell you how big the lie is.
Yo, listen, I believe that he will do the right thing to keep his food cart going.
I don't know about that.
OG do dirty. I ain't hating, sir. All I'm saying is I thought it was the funniest thing I ever heard in my life. The virtual hot dogs. And I was over here dying.
Never heard that.
I know he was dying so much. You sent him some shit in the back chat.
Yo, dude, you know how talented you got to be to sit back and think of a fucking virtual hot dog. Like if they don't give,
But it's not really. It's not really that bad. Actually, that's
no, it
actually
is bad, sir.
Hold
It's
on.
a stupid idea.
That's genius, right? Because you're trying to get everyone involved in your cart. So that's the way to do it.
No, sir. No, sir.
That's
No,
something
sir.
that will only help in Milwaukee. I can't see that happening.
The
The reason I say it will be it's a good idea. If it was someone other than JP, I think people would actually do it.
My man, it's gonna be 72 homeless people coming up talking about, can I get my free hot dog? And then you're gonna have to think about it. You're gonna have to turn the rest of them away. He's gonna look like a monster.
Because
Like,
you
it's
got to
not-
think about how much food gets wasted in the United States, period.
But not in
Well,
a hot dog cart though.
I mean,
but
You could say that for a restaurant. You could say that for a fast food business.
yeah, but you got to
Not
think
for a
about,
hot
you
dog
said,
cart.
when if he's not selling all them hot dogs at the end of the day, he's gonna have to do something with it.
Well, first of all, if he's not selling those all those hot dogs, after knowing how much hot dogs he actually does sell on a regular margin,
yeah,
then he's being wasteful. That's him.
That's a fact. I agree with you on that.
I want my
But
virtual hot dog.
To the point. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it's kind of genius. If it was someone other, if he wasn't the face of the business, I think it would actually work.
He would have to have a business that not only profitable but has enough media attention that gather enough people to be able
And that's
to
what
that.
and that's what I'm saying.
But guess what? That will require an actual brick and mortar, not an actual hot dog cart.
Not necessarily.
Not
It
a
just
cart.
depends on where he's at and where he's selling
Well,
it.
okay, so when I think of hot dog cart, I'm thinking the one dude with the little 3 cylinders with hot
And
water
that's pretty
in it.
much what he does.
not like a halal truck that's bigger.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
With a sink.
yeah.
We talking about a hot dog cart. That's a different thing altogether.
Mhm.
Because
I-
even if I think about it in my mind, if he did a halal cart and say he can get people to sign up for it because he got a QR code for anyone that shows up, like that could be a whole bunch of like I can already think about different things going down that road. But a hot dog cart?
Uncle Tom got money in that cart. Sorry, I never seen him cap this much for anything in my life. Go ahead. I understand you partners in the cart.
How am I capping when I say it
It's
would
a great
be-
idea. JP a genius. He's sitting over here doing a
don't know
good
about
thing.
I didn't say he was. I said it's a genius thought to it. It could
No, sir.
actually work if he wasn't the face of the thing. I would say that
It would be a good idea.
he doesn't look trustworthy to me just from the outside.
Well, first of all, it would be a good idea if he actually already had a business
did show- he
established
showed
and
a
it
video
was
of it.
profitable. If it was profitable.
Yeah, well, this is his first. I think it's his first or second week selling or some shit
If
like
he's
that.
doing it in order to become profitable, it doesn't work. If he's already profitable, he already has a namesake, then I can see it working to build the business.
I mean, his idea could work because he say what you want about him. He is a polarizing figure because he's crazy.
He cannot do that when he's a dime a dozen. He has to already be established.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying he'll get people coming to support him just because.
But
I'm not gonna say that's sustainable, but he will sell.
But that's what we're looking about. We're talking about sustainability. I mean, he already has a certain demographic and clientele that already comes to him on a regular basis that can spread that word. If no one even knows who he is, it's harder to get that out.
Hey, Con Shounder, come on to the port session. The white lady said. But anyway, no, like I said, it to me, you see all the waste that goes on in America, as far, especially with restaurants, and most of them don't.
Absolutely.
They got to get rid of the shit. And I'm just thinking, for him, a smaller thing that would be
So-
kind of ingenious to do.
So why don't he say he'll just give away whatever he doesn't sell at the end of the day?
That's a lot.
Because I mean, doing the whole virtual $3, because you're not doing it just for if you're trying to get someone to invest in what you're doing, that would be a good way to get someone to invest in something that's humanitarian. So it's not a bad idea. It's an actual good idea. It's just like, look, with the remainder of the things I didn't sell, if you would like to buy a virtual hot dog for a homeless person at $3 a hot dog, hey, go ahead. Go ahead. It could be ingenious.
Okay, and then on top of that, how does one prove that enough people actually sold this hot dog to be able to give away that merchandise? And the quality of that merchandise, that we're not giving old hot dogs away from actual patrons who are getting a free hot dog that was paid for by somebody else and they wind up being sick.
What
other food?
Now y'all going into all the parameters and shit. I'm just
I do this for a living. What is the food and regulation that, like,
Hey, like again, what I'm saying is all the food waste that goes away. No one cares about the food waste that's going in the trash
No,
can. What
no,
I'm saying,
they do because
no,
literally they get violent.
the county and the little government does. The
Yes.
people that is hungry don't give a shit about that
Yeah,
shit.
all I'm saying is his cart is gonna be overrun by homeless people. That shit is
won't.
gonna be crazy.
Well,
It won't.
that's
It-
why I said it from the get go. It has to be what he didn't sell during his regular so-called
No,
business
but-
hours, and then he can go ahead and sell the virtual hot dogs for the
But
day.
that's my
to
thing,
someone else.
LA. It won't be overrun because he has to have some sort of establishment first. If he's just doing this while he's
Man, let me-
trying to build it
let-
out, it's not gonna work.
Wrestler wants to break down the logistics. Listen, I can break down logistics for him. I can do it for him.
That's what I do.
I bet you can, since you
I
partners.
reverse
What's your hot dog
engineer
say?
shit to break it down to make you profitable because you need to know, you need to understand where you're spending your money and where
I'm
you're
so
losing
sick
it.
of
Rez, stop. You hurt the man's feelings. You know he went half on that damn hot dog cart. Now he regretting it. He regretting it. He regretting it now.
Listen.
You know he went
listen.
half on that hot dog cart. He
listen.
regretting it.
I just think he needs to. You know what? For him to be so polarizing, I think he would have to take a step back if that was to work the way he wants it to work.
But okay,
in
Uncle Tom,
certain ways.
we've mentioned this. There's a difference between being popular and being infamous, right?
I said polarizing.
No, but I'm saying even when you're polarizing, it still fits within that spectrum. Either
Sure.
you being popular or being infamous. Being infamous can hurt your business. Being
And that's what-
popular, that's a different thing.
And that's what I'm saying. He would, like I said, he would have to take a step back and let someone else be the face of that portion
He would.
of that.
He
Go
would.
ahead.
Not only
Preferably a
not only-
female.
You, preferably
not-
you, the partner.
he would have to invest in that business, but he could have his name nowhere in it because of the fact that he's so polarizing. It would hurt the business.
Mm.
It's one thing to be an investor in it, so you see a return, but to say that you have some stake in it could hurt the business. If
But
you're
that's why,
polarizing.
you know what? He should let his daughters do the humanitarian part of it.
I would agree with that.
It's kind of hard because some people don't like putting their dollars out there, but that would be a good thing for them to have a little foundation saying that they're giving back to the community
I see that.
and do the $3 thing. It can work.
That could work.
It just
that
has
could
to
work.
be. It just has to be shown differently.
Mhm.
So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying. Listen, I don't know the man. I don't know the man in and out and what is they. All I can see is the niggatry that comes from out of his mouth.
Yeah.
Cool, I get that, but at the same token, he. It's hard for me to say. You know what? I'm gonna put faith in this nigga to do this. Now,
You said you had faith in the nigga.
well,
I heard you.
all I'm saying is, on the outside looking in, all I know from him is the way he portrays himself. I know how excited he was about being
Right.
able to sell his first hot dog and get his shit together for his hot dog cart. That's cool.
Yeah.
But again, if to make what he's saying work, the $3 virtual hot dog, it can work. It's not a bad idea.
It's
is what
not.
I'm saying.
It's not the fact that it's not a sound strategy. It's
Mhm.
just, does it work based on the metrics of what he currently has? That's the thing.
I'm just looking at.
Which is why I said you need to have some sort of establishment already in place so that you have, so at least you can be able to, for instance, if you wanted to be able to promote yourself to other people's platform, just here as the porch session, as we do things here,
Mm,
you need to already have yourself established here. You already have to have an established patron of people that already show up that can spread that message. When you don't have anyone to spread that message, it's hard to get that message out.
that's why. I mean, that's the way he tries to do that. That's when you got to start in a humanitarian way somehow. You know what I'm saying? And the best way,
Well, the best way to start out in a
like I
humanitarian
said,
way,
what you
is
don't,
already,
what
it's
you
already
don't
showing that you have
sell.
a good business.
Yeah, well, yeah, true. But what you don't sell, you need to either start giving away at the end of the day. That way, you don't bring it into the next day. It
Right.
shows that you're trying to do good business. And
Right.
as you try and do good business, you have to push that out to the needy that
So-
need it.
So the question becomes, in order to show that you have a good business, are you showing that you have good business practices, and then
Yeah.
how exactly do you give back to the business? Like, for instance, we say that he wants to have the virtual hot dogs so that people that buy a hot dog can get back to the homeless, right? Do you already have a strategy in place to say like, hey, I already sell people hot dogs. For every 10 hot dogs that I sell, I give away 2 hot dogs.
Yeah. That's a good way to start it.
If you
That's a good way
already
to start
have
it. Yeah,
that
yeah.
in there and has something that tallies to show like how many people already bought hot dogs that he can say he can give away 2 hot dogs to people, then that's
Mhm.
cool. But if he
Yeah.
doesn't even have that in place, it kind of, how do we know? Like, that's when
It
the-
was
all
like
the- all the questions come up.
you can do
We-
his model. His model could be like that one sock brand, like every 10 pairs of
Bombas.
socks.
Bombas.
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
give away a
Yeah,
pair?
he said he going
Yeah.
his thing to prove that he actually did this was to record every person he give a hot dog to.
No, that won't happen. That
I
won't
just
happen.
say what he just said.
No, I'm saying that wouldn't happen because unless they agree to that to being videotaped, like they can't. He could get sued for that.
No, he can't.
Mm.
Not in public. You can record anyone you want to when you're not in public. I mean, when you're in public.
If he's
Hey,
doing
little
it-
big nigga, if you want, is it?
if he's doing
Okay.
like if he's just videotaping for the hell of videotaping, but if he is doing it for the ideal of getting notoriety or
That'll
actually,
be
or
bad
making
business
a
practices.
making a profit.
Rez,
That's
you
the
missing this whole point, Rez. This nigga put some money in his hot dog cart, and he want this thing to succeed. I don't know why you acting like you don't understand what's going on here.
I'm sorry.
Like he got a vested
got-
interest in this
got me-
thing.
He got me on work mode right now. He had me
I
on
do
work
it.
mode. That's what it
He
was.
got a vested interest. I picked this up. I picked up on this 10 minutes ago. I know what the hell is going on.
Look what Beasley said. You ain't shit, Beasley.
Yeah, yeah. Time gave him $2,000. Now he just try to stay there long enough to get that $2,000 back.
Oh, man. He said he's trying to at least see 3K back.
Yeah, he trying to get that
Hood
money
Shark
back.
Tank. Yeah, listen,
Yeah, Shark Tank.
I'm not invested. That would be Fatty and everyone else that invested in him. You know,
I don't know. I don't know. You sound like Mark Cuban right now. You sound like you trying to get something
It's gonna
back.
work. No, it's gonna work real good. We got this going. I mean, he got this going on. This motherfucker know he
shut the fuck up, man. I didn't say none of the sort. I just said it's a good idea.
motherfucker be
And
selling hot dogs in
what
Oklahoma.
I'm saying is, I'm not gonna knock a man's idea when it's not that bad. I've
not a
heard
bad
a lot
idea.
worse.
It's not a bad idea. We never said it was a bad idea.
Oh goddamn, this nigga.
Here you go.
All right, before we bring
Oh
you
my
up,
God.
nigga. Before we bring you up, nigga, I'm telling you right now. Any derailment, we are Sparta kick. Man, let me make sure my buttons work.
This is Sparta!
This is a
Yeah, it's working. It's working. Did y'all hear
Uncle
that?
Roof. Yeah, Uncle Ruthless. I'm letting you know this is a tremendous time for Uncle Tom. He got a lot of money invested into a hot dog cart, and he not in the mood. He not in the fucking mood. He ain't in the mood for this shit. He on the brinks.
Do not come after this hot dog cart and say he is a shareholder.
Uncle
Not
Tom.
do it.
Hey, we need to start a revolution.
Here we go with this shit.
Oh, here we
again.
go.
Black
This nigga crazy.
Hold on, y'all messed it up. We was gonna Sparta kick his ass. Now y'all gotta let me Sparta kick him. Now go ahead, Rufus.
Man, they did, man. That was that last night was the most embarrassing performance of how black people handle conversation.
Oh, yeah. On Fight Club?
Yes.
I'm
Yeah,
happy.
it was pretty.
I was embarrassed. I'm like,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
this is beyond professional. And we got these dudes up here who's supposed to be professionally like content traders, and they're sitting here calling a dude a
But
woman.
that was just those two people.
Wait, Rufus, they called him a what?
They called one dude say you my bitch and all of those stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't like that.
man, I was like, come on, man. I know y'all may not agree with JP. He may say some wild things.
He the
True,
funniest
I don't
man in the
agree with
world.
But if I don't agree with him, I'm just going to substantiate my argument and keep it at that. When you get into talking about calling dudes your woman, he's your girl, bitch, and all this, and fatty and anti-double teaming, I just felt.
Well, wait, it was hold on. Stop it. Now it started with JP. JP started disrespecting people. Even Anton
Absolutely.
called it out like 3 or 4
Absolutely.
times. He said, "Man, you done disrespected me 3 or 4 times, and I ain't called you out my name." I mean, I watched the show, and you know, it's Fight Club.
That's the first point.
It's Fight Club.
That's the first point.
To cause embarrassment on YouTube, it must have been really bad. You know what? It was niggatry, and it's okay. Niggatry gonna happen here on these YouTube spaces.
I just don't want to hear a person saying the black culture is trash no more.
It is.
It is.
I'm just saying though,
it is.
the people who said it are exemplifying the behavior that goes on in the black.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how you gonna talk about somebody then go and do it?
Easy. That's what happens throughout the motherfucking spaces.
Oh yeah, there's a constant contradiction all the time in the black community. Constant.
Not even just the black. It's the constant with the white community as well, especially on the liberal side of thing. I can't stand them motherfuckers.
Yeah, hypocrisy runs deep.
Oh, you missed some.
It's okay.
Was you on the show last night, Wrestler?
Huh?
Did you watch? You was on the show last night.
Yeah, I was on the show.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a great show on Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was a good one. That was a pretty good one, man.
You gonna support the Gleasies, Uncle Tom?
I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't mind helping a nigga out. I mean, I help a lot of niggas out.
I said a nigga a 30 ball. Shit.
Listen, you can give him a 30 ball. What I said, only way I'm gonna give it to him, like I said, I'm gonna give him $12. It gotta go to 4 white women, homeless white women, and he gotta say white woman is God.
Oh no, that ain't what happened.
Yo, if he says that, he got my $12.
I need to see all 4 white women on camera.
Yeah.
While he does it.
Yeah. And you gotta say that God.
He got white woman's God.
God.
Well, that's blasphemy right there.
Well, if y'all can say black woman's God, why can't you say white woman's God?
Black woman ain't God either.
Oh, but that's what they be saying on these motherfucking YouTube streets. What up?
Oh, here comes the devil.
Here we go. Here we go.
The black thoughts. The nigga from the hood who ain't no good.
Oh, he talking. Nah, but like I said, his idea is, to me, the idea is sound. Like I said before, he can't be the face of it, because with him being the face of it, it will turn a lot of people off because what he does. I mean, the way he carries himself on these YouTube streets.
Yeah, it hurts the brand more than helps it.
Yeah.
And I do agree that some things he said was really outlandish in the beginning of his career, like light-skinned people ain't black, stuff like that. I don't know. I don't think JP understands politics.
Well, here's the thing. That's not a JP thing.
That's not gonna hurt his career though.
Yeah, that's not a JP thing. A lot of people behave in that way.
Yeah,
a lot of people. Like my girls from the island, and there are people who turn around and say dumb shit like that, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. I mean, I'm used to dumb shit like that, but what I'm saying is the way he carries himself on, like motherfuckers know me for what I do. Like if they know me on the streets, they know about a lot of certain different things, and I'm not gonna let a lot of shit slide. So I could not be the face of blackism, because that's not me. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be like, oh yeah, he's a good blackity black. I can never sell that. I will never be able to sell blackity black. I can try, but with him, I just don't see business, humanitarian business. You know what I'm saying? And to me, he's only going to give to me the way he presents himself on how he hates. Listen, I don't mind him hating the government, but the way he hates on other races, to me, it just doesn't show humanitarian. I can't see humanitarian out of that.
Yeah, I mean, not even other races, even his own race.
Yeah, well, no, well, yeah, yes and no. Well, he is a blackity black to a certain extent.
Yeah, okay. He'll say you need to promote and build the black community, but at the same time, you mention a black woman.
Yeah, it changes. But that's what I'm saying. I don't.
If you're gonna be black, be across the board.
And there's nothing wrong with. Listen, I'm not knocking him for the way he like I said, he is polarizing. He is. I'm not gonna knock him for what he is. He a funny motherfucker. He overtalks the shit out of you. But yo,
also true.
I'm not gonna hate on the man for what it is, but what I see, I don't see humanitarian. And in,
No.
in that aspect, I don't think I could give. Only way I can give is just out of spite. Like I said, you
Out of spite.
I'm gonna you gotta do it the way I want you to do it. This is the same way I would treat a stripper. Look, bitch, if you can climb back up to that pole, slide down with your ass cheeks and slide down like Superman and grab this goddamn $100 bill with your ass cheek, you can keep it.
What?
If you miss it, you can't. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta what I'm saying, you gotta work the hoops to get my money.
So I got a question real quick, please. Hi everyone. How's everyone doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
LA ain't seen you in a while. How you been?
Yeah, nigga, where you been, nigga?
I bought some virtual hot dogs.
Oh shit. Oh, look at his little picture in the corner. Okay.
Oh yeah, I told you I was doing
Oh,
work,
I didn't even see
man.
that one yet. Yeah.
Okay, you got a little, what's that? A little Bose speaker up above it? That's the Bose?
Yeah, he had an extra
Look.
shelf, and then
You see
after that,
that?
he got the
Everybody.
picture on the wall back up. Now he got one on the side.
There you go.
Look at that,
There
look
you
at
go.
Look at that.
Ooh, he got one on
I
the
got the
side,
white.
too.
I got the white man up there. The white
His little
man.
race car from when he was 3. Shit, look, his Hess truck from when he was 6. Okay.
I love them Hess trucks. You fucking
Yo,
haters.
first of all, sir, I'm not talking negative about Hess, okay? That's first of all. Hess is a staple in the American community.
I'll take away all y'all gas.
Every Christmas.
I tell Hess y'all
That's-
talk about it.
that's
Y'all
a
won't get no more
digress.
gas.
Yeah, ain't shit.
Now, I got a question. I think it was ruthless because I'm wondering if y'all even taking this seriously. I'm conflicted between like, are they just making complete jokes or are they taking this nonsense seriously? But someone asked, someone said something about his brand.
Uncle
Please
Tom.
explain to me what is JP's brand. Please, someone explain.
Oh my God, Smitty
It
and fucking
depends.
Ruthless in the same day. Holy
It
shit!
depends. Oh,
Okay.
It depends on who
I don't-
you speak to.
Okay, so I literally haven't heard his brand sake or what he's trying to fucking do. I just know he said he has a hot dog cart. He showed his permit, and he said he started selling at a
Why do you
farmer's market.
keep saying that, sir?
I can tell you how his brand started. His
I
brand
know. I
started.
said his hot dog cart, not his food truck.
Yeah,
He's probably
no,
needs
that's
his
different.
food truck.
I don't think it's both. I think you got to mix
what
that.
is
No, he
his
has two. He has two
brand?
different things.
His brand started off on
I
him
don't know.
talking about defending and quote unquote acknowledging black men and how they're being treated negatively against black women.
Help bit a
how it
nigga up.
started.
Help
That's
bit a
how it
ragged
started.
nigga.
I don't
Yeah.
know what when he partnered with Fatty, it
said-
started going everywhere.
He said he was
Reza,
called.
you
he
didn't
said he
start
was
lagging
before the
until
real
you
Cam
started
70.
talking that bullshit. You are fine. As soon as you started trying to defend him, you just started tweaking all type of ways.
No,
No,
that-
but
that's the way it started.
Willie D, it ain't Pookie, dog. You ain't shit. Yo, I don't know. I don't know what his brand is. To me, it got to be taken serious. I mean, I don't know, bro.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
But hey, Black Thoughts, what do you mean brand though? Like his YouTube brand or his business personal
Black
brand?
man, you said brand.
I didn't
So-
say brand. Tom did.
I did. I don't know what his brand is. That's what I'm saying.
He has
But-
no brand. His as far as business, he has no brand. As
Right.
far as YouTube, brand degeneracy. Simple
No,
as
he has a
that.
brand. He has a brand. Black Thoughts. The child support system, child support court system. That's how he made it onto these YouTube streets, talking about how black
That's
men are
not true.
treated unfairly in the child support in the court system.
That's not true.
That's off.
That's not true because he got brought on by the polarizing shit that he said when dealing with Anton and helping to build up his program, and that was all about basically how he trashes the idea of black women despite the fact having baby mamas.
Same
That's
thing.
really how he got on.
Same thing.
He
Because he
ain't
was
wrong.
on Facebook. He was on Facebook. He been on YouTube for like 10 years.
He ain't been on YouTube.
Yeah, he was on
He
Facebook.
ain't been on
though.
thing yet. No.
Yeah, he was on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. Okay.
Yeah. Then he came over to YouTube on Kay and Kayla show, talking about child support, how he was treated.
Uh-oh.
how he
It's
got
about to
his
go
kid.
downhill. We got another New York dude up here.
Here
Oh,
we
man,
go.
y'all
We got
just
another
over
New
that.
York dude up here. It's about to
Here
go
we go.
downhill.
Oh,
First
Tom,
off,
them little peoples, man.
no, wait. First off, I don't like. I'm sick of these mid-Atlantic motherfuckers.
No, don't change it up. You was talking about New York earlier, sir.
Hey.
Don't get scared now.
I already said.
It's three-
Hold on. I already said New York City is mid-Atlantic too.
Sir, talk that trash.
It is
You
not
got 3 of them on the panel. You was running your mouth. Say what you gotta say. Don't get scared now. Change your whole
New
words.
York is garbage.
And
With a
Oklahoma is
capital
what?
B.
Wait.
Oklahoma?
What did
I
you
already
say,
said Oklahoma's garbage too.
We saw stragglers and maybe a coyote.
No, y'all saw the new Australia. I told you we sending all our jail people to
What is
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma? Oklahoma is nothing.
I already said Oklahoma's trash. I said I don't even live
Black
there.
Thoughts. We watched a 10-minute video and we saw 2 cars and a police chase. That was the whole video.
And
It was a police chase.
Looking for food.
Yeah, ain't shit.
It was a police chase. I said, God damn, they found the only car to chase in Oklahoma.
Hey, we all know Oklahoma's better than Philly. I don't give a shit what no one say.
Hey, Uncle Tom, can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Respect. Salute to everybody, man. Respect. So all right, so me listening to that and a few things popped in my head. So when you say New York is some trash, like how they say different places is some garbage. Now I do agree with a lot of I get where you're coming from, but in what aspect is New York some garbage?
Don't get him started. Don't get him started.
Every
You
motherfucking
agree with what he said
aspect.
about
Are
New
you
York?
serious?
Every aspect about New York and the whole state is garbage.
Smitty, you
I
agree with
disagree.
what he says
I
about New
disagree.
York?
I told you not to get him started, Smithy.
Yeah, I disagree, bro. New
Hey,
York.
Listen. They ain't rotisserie and rats in motherfucking Oklahoma. Like it's in New York City. I don't want to hear no one say. And we got some big ass rats. Not one motherfucking cracker on that motherfucker say, you know what? Let's rotisserie this big ass field rat, nigga. No one does that shit in Oklahoma.
Hey, bro, I'm sorry.
First
A
of all,
big ass
you
beetle.
don't do
God
that.
damn, that thing
Rats
is
have
big.
rights, okay? Rats
Huh?
have rights.
Rats have rights? Yeah,
Rats
I bet
have
they
rights.
do.
You don't do that. when rats actually shown that they were actually
You know what? Let me
with
look
cats,
this up for
they don't
y'all.
do it.
Let me show y'all niggas how fucked up New York
No.
is.
New York is the first place I saw
Shout out
where
to New
cats
York.
are
I'm
actually
not sure
scared
what
of
this guy
rats.
Talking about.
That was the first.
You know the funny part? He want to show everybody city because there's nothing in
Exactly.
Oklahoma to see.
But
That's exactly why his city.
across the nation,
Yo.
literally across
Yo.
the
There's
nation.
nothing to say.
Wait,
Like it's hilarious when you do this.
No.
It's hilarious when you do it because it's a
Yeah.
terrible.
Hold on, you
It's a
said
terrible
Oklahoma?
fucking. Yeah, it's a terrible thing to. It's a terrible trick because you know what you're doing. You want to show everybody
You
else
shouldn't say
city,
nothing.
and you know it, dog. Like it's nothing in Oklahoma to see,
Hey,
so that's the only
I
thing you
watched
got.
this
I
one
don't know
dude.
why.
I
don't know why
watched
you
this
so
one
mad,
dude,
bro.
right?
Nobody
This one
mad.
dude.
Everybody
This one
mad.
guy, he does like little videos. I ain't gonna say his name. I don't do all that. But anyway,
Listen,
he was walking through Oklahoma. I think he was somewhere near like Tulsa or whatever, something like that.
Tulsa's trash, bro. Tulsa's
But no,
big
hold
trash.
on. But I'm just saying he was in Oklahoma, period.
Yeah.
And all I remember is he did like 3 videos out there because he goes from state to state. And every video he did in Oklahoma, I swear, it was like a desert. It was like you got like a pottery shop. I don't know who goes to pottery shops. Then it's like maybe a sewing cleaners, but they're
That's
not
where they smoke their
open.
meth. They smoke
Then
their
it's
meth in that
just
pottery.
yeah. No. I was getting there. And then it's like nothing but industrial stuff, and then it's just woods and meth heads.
You know what? Get the fuck up out of here. We ain't talking about this shit.
That's a
All right,
fact.
all right, told you.
Oklahoma is trash.
You know-
Absolutely.
Ain't
Yo,
nothing happening in Oklahoma.
listen,
besides-
okay, you can say that.
Ain't nothing happening in Oklahoma
but
besides meth and
listen,
sex.
they
That's
should
it.
be
Hey,
great.
hey,
Oklahoma
at least
is
we
great
got
for the
more.
depraved.
Listen. At least we don't look like Philly with they motherfucking xylazine.
You
We
do
don't
know that's
know.
why
We
Taylor
don't know what the fuck y'all look
Harden
like.
and Russell left. That's why they left. It's
No
nothing
one
to
cares,
do.
bro. No one cares, right?
Sir, to be fair, we don't know where anybody in Oklahoma left because we did a drive by that city 10 times on the show, and we never seen any fucking body on the streets. So how the fuck do we know?
Because we inside the house. We ain't outside cooking rats like this. Hold on, let me show you niggas what y'all niggas be doing.
And I need you to keep it real, Uncle Tom.
No.
New York, New York taxes is propping Oklahoma.
Wait a minute. Look at this shit. This bitch cooking rats on the street, bitch. Don't talk to me. You can't
No
talk to
way.
me.
That is not Philly. That is not New York.
No, that's
No.
New York, nigga. nigga. That is
definitely
That's,
not
that's
New York.
bullshit.
Get the fuck
Not
out
That's
of
bullshit.
here.
Not New York.
That's
Fuck outta
bullshit.
here.
Hey,
So-
Uncle Tom,
Nah,
Uncle
New
Tom,
Yo,
is
yo.
Oklahoma liberal or blue or red? Is that blue or red state?
That
It's a
shit
red
green because everybody throw up.
It's a red state.
green.
That
Let me
shit
tell you
green because
something.
everybody throw up. That's
Oh.
bullshit. Play that back again.
Up,
Play that
man.
back again.
That
That's
was
bullshit.
That
Now
was
you-
bullshit.
Now y'all want me playing back. Now y'all want. Oh,
Yeah,
let me
play
Because it
back,
ain't New
'cause that was
York. That's
bullshit.
not happening.
That is, nigga.
That didn't
Stop
happen.
it. Stop it.
No,
Y'all niggas really want this not to be this way, but it
It's not
is.
New
it
York.
wasn't. It
Oh
wasn't.
my
Yeah.
god. That's
In
New
my
York.
personal opinion, like our major metropolitan areas, they used to be amazing. You know, I grew up in New York, but
Oh,
unfortunately,
God,
man, when you allow liberalism and
Mhm.
leftist ideology to dominate, man. I grew up in East Elmhurst, Queens, working class black neighborhood. Went back there in 2009. There's no black people there. It's
Nope.
all Latino immigrants, El Salvadorians, and fucking Nicaraguans. There's like almost no black people there now.
Hey, but hold on, you and Black Thoughts, real quick. Not to, you and because y'all from New York. All right, so you said when you let a bunch
is
of
Red
liberals have has New York always been like since the 80s, 70s, 90s? Has it always been a blue state? Yes or no? That's all I
Yes.
want to know first.
Yes.
Well, Giuliani.
Okay, wait. No. Now watch this. It's always been a blue state. So I'm not going against what you're saying, but when you say the liberals coming in, so if it's always been a blue state, I think it's deeper than just the liberals. I think it's the time we're in, period. That's all I'm trying to say.
I can explain. I
Okay.
can explain.
Respect. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sure. Well, I mean, Giuliani would probably still be mayor if he would have been interested.
He's red, isn't he?
What's that?
Isn't he Republican, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a Republican mayor.
He was.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay.
Giuliani was Republican. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and he ran the city better than any mayor had in decades. He'd still be mayor if he wanted to run for mayor. I don't know if there's term limits on a mayor.
There are. The only
Yeah,
person
two
that ever bought an
terms.
extra was Bloomberg.
I mean,
Oh,
he could run on a Democratic ticket. What he could do is he could switch over to a Democratic or independent ticket.
But the problem with
have to, yeah.
liberalism is nothing's ever enough.
Yeah, you're right.
You give them gay marriage, they want gay men to be able to marry children. You give
So
them
what is
their-
the difference
you give them their
between
trans
liberalism
Hold on,
then and now?
let
you
him
give them
finish.
their trans shit. They want to dominate the first, second, and third grade now with the filth. There's no end to liberalism. Nothing you do is going to make them happy. The same thing with Black Americans. Black Americans have been given things. Trillions of dollars have been spent on welfare and other social programs. Nothing's ever good enough. There's women who sell their food stamp card. They get $2-3 grand on a food stamp card, and they're trading it to get their weaves done. But they'll still complain. Nothing's ever good enough when you institute liberalism. It's a slippery slope that never ends. You're never going to make the liberals happy, ever. So when that type of politics takes over a major metropolitan city, you're never going to make them happy. Look at Chicago. Goddamn, the outgoing mayor, Lori Lightfoot, is telling you that these underprivileged youth are destroying the city because they need safe places to stay. Here comes the incoming mayor.
He does the same shit. Worse.
He's saying, and he's worse than Lori Lightfoot. Vote for this shit.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
And
It's
so
not-
yes,
it's not hard to believe.
My thing is, it's liberalism. I'm sorry, it's the leftist ideology. It's liberalism. There is nothing you can point to. Black people survived 310 years of chattel slavery. The black family didn't break up. We hit emancipation. We bounced back. We're building beautiful communities. We're growing. We're thriving. We got hotels, banks. When black people were Republicans and conservatives, 60 years into liberalism after the 64 Civil Rights Act, black marriage is almost finished. The black community is completely dysfunctional. Black people don't even want to be around each other anymore. 60 years of liberalism.
It don't take long though.
No, it doesn't.
Take long.
The black feminism has been a more destructive element to the black family than white supremacy ever could.
No. I would say white
Ever.
liberalism. White liberalism from
The
female.
black
White
feminism
female.
comes out of white liberalism.
That's true.
It comes out of white liberalism. But the
There's nothing
nightmare
worse
that
to-
black feminism makes black women impossible. You can't even have relationships with most black women.
There's nothing to me. There's nothing worse than a white female liberal because
I would say to that briefly, and then pass the mic to the floor. I do agree with you, brother, on that part and what you were saying as far as, because I noticed that, like, for example, just my grandfather, that's only 2 generations back. He passed away married to my grandmother. He was the one I was talking about in the Korean War and stuff like that. And, left us land, left about $100,000 because he was very frugal. So he didn't spend. Yeah, it was about $100,000, man. So, I mean, granddad did it right. But my point in saying is you're absolutely right, because I remember when I would work with him, to make it quick, I'm trying to make it quick. When I would work with him, he would always talk to me about complaining. And he always used to talk to me about how we got it so good. And this is back in the 80s.
Oh, it's real shit.
He talked about how we have it so good and all this complaining and stuff. He's like, you have no idea what we went through, but we still pushed forward and we still stayed together.
Bro, on my show last night.
So you right on that. For some reason, to land it, and I digress my mic, I noticed how the harder we had it, the more we stuck together. And it's like the easier we have it and the more privilege we have now, it's like everybody's like, I don't need you. And that's the thing that I see that's taking place. So I digress. My mic is muted. Thank you.
Bro, I saw, I was on my show last night. I played some clips from the second Uncle Tom, Uncle Tom 2, like they had preview clips out.
Yeah.
There were little, I don't know what they were, if they were ROTC troops or Boy Scout troops back in the mid to late 20s, little troops of black boys with their American flag marching through black neighborhoods with an American flag. This is at a time when this is in Tulsa, a few years after the riot.
My father was saying to me,
around with their American flags and little ROTC troops.
My father had a chance when the troops came through for the 4th of July. He was telling me, just my dad, one generation back, how happy he was that the soldier came down to shake his hand. He was so happy. Yeah. And remember, we used to play with Army toys. We grew up to shows like G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe, nigga. Yes.
Stop it, man. Hey, it was a cartoon. It was a cartoon called Cops. Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, Cops. Yes, I remember that, man.
Dude,
yes, we glorified. Yes, we wanted to be that Dick Tracy detective.
There's little boys, cops, robbers, the good guy, the bad guy. I mean, from a child, you were fed a sense of morality, a sense of what it meant to be a man. Now, our 8-year-old boys are going into transition closets in 3rd grade. Are you fucking kidding me? No, this is happening. They're putting tampon dispensers in boys' bathrooms.
Yeah, they've been arguing about that for a long time, for at least a year and a half now.
The young boys nowadays feminine, or should I say soft, primarily because the fathers aren't around, or is it more so because of the mother's influence?
The young boys nowadays,
it's cultural. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Anybody, I don't care.
Nowadays are irrational and feminine in the sense are irrational and feminine in the sense that they're following women in men's bodies.
Oh,
that's
beautifully put. Beautifully put.
They're not. They are black women in man face. You look at how irrational they are, how emotional they are. They don't know what leading is, and so that's what they are. But they are all that. They're also mimicking the rappers that they see on TV. So
that's true.
It's a complete bowl of nothingness and shit, to be completely honest.
It's a lot of guys I come across. They have no clue of the significance. They think it's something boring when I speak about like fishing, camping, hunting. They have no idea of the true root and significance and the meaning behind these things. They think it's like, I ain't trying to go out there in the woods, all them bugs. Like, I mean, even down to like, and I'm not gonna lie, when I hear like you don't want to go to the woods because of bugs, like you sound like my girl, and I can't help but to say that. And I hate putting that on another man, but it's like
Smitty,
bugs. What are you talking about?
Smitty, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Why? Dudes don't want to walk in the grass because of shit. My bad.
Let me help you out, man.
Sorry,
Let me help you out. Nigga, I don't like bugs. Nigga, I'm gonna go in my motherfucking camper and chill out in the motherfucking woods.
No,
nigga.
but what I'm saying is they don't want to like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like just I mean the littlest shit. I mean how just frantic we are. How many dudes I see in the summertime we be chilling and a beer come across and they act like
bro.
Right
camping is white. We can't do white shit.
Like
camping and fishing is white. We can't.
It's.
We can't.
Don't do that to me. Don't do that. Don't do
that. Smitty, that's the sarcasm. That's how
camping is
right,
white.
I know. I'm hip facetious. I know.
Do you know how many? I can't believe you said this. Do you know how many camping channels I watch on YouTube?
Oh, bushcraft. I'm doing it like shit. I can't find a nigga to narrate a video to save my life. I'm learning everything about nature from white men.
Dude, I watch so many camping channels, nigga. These white boys, when black women talk about living their best life, nigga, these motherfucking white boys.
Oh my gosh,
channels, these motherfuckers live their best life.
I be watching it, bro. I see it. They be doing everything from in the snow, building little caves
with the wood burning stove,
bro. I be want to do that shit.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here, dog.
I be that's my
nigga,
life,
I watch
bro.
That
that's
shit
my
all the
life.
Time.
That's my shit.
That's my shit, dude.
I watch bushcraft all the time.
Little
little different axe tricks. You know how to start fires, how to identify different plants and trees, what's edible, everything, bro.
Hell
like
yeah,
they don't
dog.
even want to know this shit.
It's white. They don't want to. It's white.
That's that white people shit, bro.
Man, I'm out there, bro. I'm out there.
Yo,
I love it. I love it.
I love that shit too, dog.
That is the way the black mind works. They work everything. No. They work on anything that are people. Well, okay. So black people even associate paying your light bill on time with you. With it, like everything to them.
Everything good and structured is white.
You gonna leave them down there?
And but here's the funny part.
You gonna leave them down there?
All the
Hands up, don't shoot.
They give all the good attributes to white people. Everything that's just normal living, no degeneracy. Oh, that's white.
Math is white.
God did that.
A couple of years ago, they said math was white.
No. Math is racist.
Oh yeah,
racist.
Same thing.
Specifically racist.
Same thing.
So is English too. So But hold on, let me see if I can get blacks who blacks who defy in here, since he gonna borrow time because that baby gonna kick his ass.
Oh, he identifies as black. You said it right.
Black who defy, you there? Yep, baby kicking his ass. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Okay, go ahead, bro. You don't want to say nothing? 'Cause I know you came up here.
I do. Give me 1 second.
All right, cool.
He in training again.
10 minutes before that baby finished the bottle.
Let me guess, he in training.
Bottle ready right now. You're like, all right.
Nah, he working on that bunker. He's building a bunker. Yeah.
All right.
You speak like a mother. Like, goddamn.
Sam. So, okay, hold on. We gonna Sparta kick you early. Now you up here, act like you got some sense. Please, I beg of you.
You know these niggas be speaking like that, mothers, right?
What?
They be taught by their mothers, so that's what it is. You know,
everybody had their finger on the trigger.
That's a fact. Yo, I put the hand right on the mother.
Tiffany Cross in mid 2022 said black men need to get behind black women. That fucking clown Roland Martin was on there with her and agreed we have to get behind black women. We have to get behind black women. What other race
You
of
angry.
men
God
get
damn.
behind their women politically? How do you lead from behind?
That was quick. That was quick. Yo, we all had our finger on the trigger. We all knew he was going to do it.
You wasted no time, Uncle Tom. I mean, let him express himself. You know,
No.
Oh shit!
No, sir.
How do you lead from behind? How does any man lead from behind? You're following, and look, I didn't come up here to quote unquote bash black women, but you're following the single most dysfunctional group of women on earth. I didn't say all black women are dysfunctional. They have the largest contingent of women who are. And you're following them politically when everything they've done in the last 60 years has been of detriment to them. They have their choices. I've said this in the manosphere for a few years now. 75% of the problems and pathologies in Black America are attributed to the bad personal decisions Black women make. I'm not absolving Black men of their responsibility. The fact of the matter is it's a very small group of Black men causing a lot of these problems. And oddly enough, those are the men they're most interested in.
That's a fact.
Hey, bro, can I please respond to that real quick?
Hold on.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Let me add to
After
that,
you.
Here's what's funny, right? You notice when you say Black culture is trash, who gets in the uproar the most? It's always the Black woman, because when you say that, you are attacking her baby.
She's the progenitor of Black culture. Yeah, she's the backbone of it.
Yep.
She is.
You're attacking her baby when you say Black culture is trash.
It's
now
just
there's some
truth, man. What makes
She's attacking
men
her black baby when she says niggas ain't shit.
Oh, no. Deeper than that, real quick.
But she'll never see it that way.
I'm gonna be quick on that. So what the brother's saying when he's like, as far as the decisions that they make, we have to remember. I agree with you. I'm right there with you. It's just the caveat. The caveat is that we have to remember the reason why women make these decisions that they make, because somewhere along the line, they lost listening to the men. We tell them all the time, we don't like them long nails, weave, a whole bunch of makeup. We don't like loud mouths all in the restaurant. Can you kind of keep it down and just talk at the table? And, we tell them all these things, but guess what? The decisions that they're making are based upon what? Them listening to other women who know nothing about men.
They didn't lose.
That's all I wanted to throw.
They didn't
That's
lose.
it, but I'm with
listening.
you.
No, that's actually not true, Smithy. They didn't lose listening. They just prefer to listen to someone who looks more like them.
No, they
listen to somebody. Regardless, they did. Real quick, Tim. Regardless, they did lose it because they're not listening to us.
That's a choice.
The only thing I'm saying is they stopped listening to men. That's all I'm saying.
No, but
they don't listen to us. They don't try to impress. They do everything they do to impress other women.
All right,
they have white liberalism to back up every one of their horrific decisions. White liberalism is there to be their enforcer. White liberalism is there to give them the excuses they need. White liberalism, on my show yesterday, there's a Black woman named Yasmin Stanley.
Oh my God, really?
She's a 300-pound yoga instructor, right?
Yeah,
she became famous. She became famous a couple of years ago because she wrote a book saying that yoga is white supremacist. Yoga is filled with white supremacy.
Yoga.
So you know what white liberals did for her? They gave her 2 commercials. They gave her a Gatorade commercial and another commercial. They reward this shit.
Wait a minute. Doll Sim is white? Doll Sim was white? I didn't know that. Oh shit.
You chatting ultimate garbage. I mean, where'd you get this stuff from? You pay
What are you talking about? Where do I get this stuff?
You
Everything
pay
I'm
too
telling you
much
is a fact.
attention. No, it's not a fact. You're listening to stuff on the internet, and
Why don't you Google her name, Yasmin Stanley?
okay.
You'll see the People article where she says yoga is racist.
I was gonna give him 1 minute, but I guess not. Listen, Simon,
you don't know what the fuck you're talking about,
No,
dog.
he doesn't. Simon, you might not.
Yeah, I'm a lawyer. Like, so you don't know
I don't
what
give
you're
a
talking
fuck
about.
what you are.
Yeah, exactly.
ignorant.
You don't because
Simon.
you're. I'm trying to bring.
I'm
some,
gonna pull up
like,
the article. I'm gonna pull up the article and I'm gonna
reasonability
shut you up.
to-
That's what I'm gonna do.
Simon, Simon,
I'm not trying to argue with you, bro.
Simon,
I'm just saying.
Simon. Here's what you don't understand, buddy. What he is saying is accurate. Liberals reward black woman degeneracy. She's in a Gatorade commercial, 400 pounds, with fit people, with white people, fit white liberals.
Yeah.
They don't.
I have the article pulled
So
up.
you're
They
gonna
don't show
cancel me because
obese
I don't
white
agree
liberals.
with what you're talking about.
They only promote obesity to black.
No,
They
they
only
don't.
promote
No, they
Here
don't.
you go. The article's in the back. Anybody? I don't know who's
you're
in
gonna
control.
cancel me
I
because
got
the
you.
fact
I got
is
you.
No, I want to know
Simon,
who is
so
the
Simon,
white
hold on,
Lizzo.
Hey,
Smitty,
wait.
Who's
hold
the
on.
white Lizzo?
Smitty, hold on.
Is there a white
I'm gonna
Lizzo?
give you. I'm going to
Why-
give you an
what-
opportunity, Simon. I'm going to give you an opportunity to tell me why what I'm saying is wrong in a coherent
Or
way.
anyone.
all right. So I'll tell you this, right? You're not successful. Lizzo is. Okay.
Oh, my
my
goodness.
God.
Oh my goodness. I can't.
Yeah, goodbye,
I
dog.
can't.
All right, for Mr. Attorney doesn't know what he's talking about. Yoga teacher.
Listen, if he's an attorney, he ain't winning no cases with that.
In no case. Yoga teacher Yasmin Stanley believes white supremacy has polluted yoga, and it's time to talk about it. This is her.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Now, I want you gentlemen to notice something. I know it's funny, but I want you gentlemen, especially Mr. Attorney fella. You see how they accentuate her gut? White liberals love humiliating these overweight black women like this. You will almost never see a white woman put on no magazine cover like this.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I think I hit that when I was drunk.
Philly niggas.
I think I hit that when I was
Philly
drunk.
niggas. Dog, she
LA,
talks
you was
about
not drunk, gargling Listerine. Stop it, sir. You was bone dry sober. You like that.
this nigga said Lizzo is successful. Lizzo is a manic depressive. Lizzo half the time wants to kill herself. She's talking about, I swear to God, 3 days ago, there's
She
an
quitting.
article talking about how she wants to leave music because she's tired of people insulting her about her weight.
She wants to lose weight and she can't because people are insulting her about her
She
weight.
can't. She said, they pointed out that when Lizzo started losing weight,
They came for her.
sent the
They attacked
bots
her.
after her.
Yes.
And they started harming her. And that's from the same people that promote her.
Wait, that's real? They really
Yes,
did?
yes, yes.
She started to actually
So-
get healthier.
So,
And they
Smitty,
started
so Smitty, the thing about it is she's in a lose-lose situation. She can't lose the weight because she'll lose fans and she'll lose popularity.
And she'll
If
lose fame.
if she does decide to stay fat, people like us just say she's going to die early, which
Yep.
it is, and she doesn't like people calling her fat. So if she's in a lose-lose situation, no matter how you look at it. And I don't give a fuck about the fat bitch. Choose one side or the other. I don't give a fuck which one you choose.
Bruh, she was on Instagram
Crying.
naked, taking a shit.
Oh yeah, that was nasty, bro.
That's
Oh my.
disgusting. She's
So
naked.
basically,
She's so mentally
she's like
ill.
ICP. She can't do a concert without the face paint. Like it's like it ain't ICP. They ain't got the face paint on. No
First
kits
of all,
or
she
something.
can't do a concert with
Wow.
clothes on. They
Wow.
have to have her blubbery ass out there.
The problem when you have
Well,
people,
wait.
especially when
Watch
they're
this.
trying to,
Well, let
when
me
they're trying
ask
to
y'all
gain
this. Let me
media.
ask y'all this.
Hold on. Let Wrestler go. Go ahead, Wrestler.
I said the problem that you have with particular people, especially when they work for media, and we say this all across the board. If you don't already come out from the beginning standing for something, you can never stand for anything.
But I think this is weird. Wait, Because why did they let Jennifer Hudson do it? That's all I wanted to ask.
They
Because
didn't let Jennifer Hudson.
That's all I was going for.
Didn't her mom get killed and her brother?
No,
Well,
no. That's
hold
not.
on,
No,
wait.
the way-
I'm about to tell you why. Right? Because she went missing for a year time period, and that's when she lost it. She didn't give a fuck about no one, and that was when her brother and her mom got killed. She stepped away from everything, and that's when she lost all the
Are we
way.
sure it wasn't some kind of sacrifice? You know?
No, you're not getting into all that Illuminati
I know.
All I'm saying is Jennifer Hudson was big and she lost weight and she's big still. I mean, in the industry.
But can I ask you a question?
Then nobody came for her.
When no one cares about you, you're no longer in the public eye. You can get away with shit. When you're in the public eye, in the public perception, and you're trying to do something for yourself, when you never stood for anything, that's when you get attacked. It's like it's the Boondock episode. Nigga, you trying to be shit?
Yeah, Flavor always has to wear the clock, even at 50. At 50 years old, Flavor has to get on stage with the clock because it's just what they want.
Adele lost weight, and they still push her to the nines.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Adele.
Adele got
Adele. Okay.
Yeah, she lost weight, and they still push her. But Lizzo do it, and she's out of there.
Lizzo is a caricature.
Yeah.
She's a cartoon.
But do you hold on? I have a question. Do you really think she's a character of black women? Because if in one aspect, y'all say, but in one aspect that we all say that most black women is fat.
But I think this is weird because we got Missy Elliott.
But hold on. You can't say she's a character if that's what we see.
Nah, bruh.
No. She is used as a character to
hold
up black women.
Yeah.
And saying there's nothing wrong with you being 300 pounds and disgusting.
Then why didn't they do that with Adele?
We all know why.
We all know why.
Come on now. Listen, black. If you want to call yourself a black person, so black people are the court gesture of the fucking world.
Yeah.
White in white America, I've said this before on my show also. White men are Hitler on fat white women. Obesity in white America is like being a Jew in the early 30s in Germany. You are not allowed to be a fat white bitch. I'm sorry. Fat white women have no say in white America. None. Zero.
Listen,
now, in black America, they can have a say. Niggas can fuck anything. But fat white women have zero pull, zero influence in white America. None. Whereas in black America, because everything's on its head, it's bizarro land.
That's a fact.
Overweight black women dominate everything.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem, because if you go on TikTok right now, some of the fattest motherfuckers that are pushed to the nines are white. Fat ass white women.
That's social media. I think that's a new phenomenon.
But, I agree. But
to the point, some of these white people, Tom?
But to the point, I don't listen. The reason I know is because it comes on my fucking For You about all these fat bitches.
The blue-haired fat white whores. Yes,
the ones that get the one that want to say that airlines suing the airlines to get bigger seats to get more seats for fat people.
Oh, I saw that.
I saw that too.
I saw that.
What they don't understand is they're not.
I tell them buy the extra seat.
Price. Those seats are just going to be doubled.
Buy the extra seat,
as they should be.
Here's
right.
the
I was about to say, isn't that what it's supposed to be?
No. Here's the reason why. That we should be anti that. That's going to cost us more when we fly. If you think it's only going to fall on that 600-pound slob, you're absolutely wrong.
Absolutely. All these riots, all these flash mobs that have been stealing out of stores, mostly black all over the country. I saw a report on Nightline. I
got the video. I got the video. What? Well, I had the video. I just changed it.
10-minute long video.
Yeah.
All these robberies have cost all patrons of all major retail centers an additional $500.
Yep.
We're paying for this shit, and also the insurance companies pay. I've heard you probably saw that video that fucking nightmare whore. With BLM, she had the face diaper saying, "Well, they got insurance. Those businesses got insurance."
Yeah, I was gonna play that shit today too.
But you know what's sad though about this whole thing? is that like, you know, unfortunately, like a DC Young Blast.
You've seen the videos of brazen smash and grabs like.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like DC Young Fly's girl. Unfortunately, rest in peace to her. But these women will be big. Everything is incentivized, so it's like, okay, be big and be unhealthy, or take a chance and lose your life and get all these surgeries, but never just do the normal thing.
Work.
Okay,
and eat healthy and go to the
I'm having
gym.
a conflict of what you're saying when you say be big and be healthy, because
There's no such thing.
The thing about being healthy.
No, I didn't say that. I
No,
said
I think so. What
it's
Smitty
either
is
be
referring to
big.
is the market now, where they're saying be big and be healthy.
Okay, then I
Yeah.
all right. Then I hear that. Because the problem with the whole idea, even when it comes to markets, be big and be healthy, is that number one, it already gets rid of the idea of being disciplined.
Yep.
We should be promoting discipline across the board, because that's how you get a better individual with a thought process. Whether you're, because we have a lot of people that are sitting there taking mental drugs, they're taking all kind of stuff. They're all, it's the whole, everybody should be going to therapy. No, how about a little bit of discipline in your life? That would sort out a lot of shit.
I think a lot of people are off the medication. That's why everything's so crazy.
No,
they should be on it.
There are more people being put on medication all the time, because again, we come to the point where we had a lot of adults that are put on medication, to the point where we come to children on medication, to the point that now we have people that are in high school that parents that don't even know that their children are on medication. We have more meds subscribed now than ever in history now.
There's so much medication.
That's a fact.
That is very true.
Poisoning the water supply. You got frogs that are fucking, they have female genitalia, male frogs, because of all the goddamn pharmaceuticals in the water.
Yeah.
Frogs
are gay. Frogs are gay.
Frogs are fucking gay. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know why they're keeping everyone medicated? Because when you're medicated, you cannot think.
Yeah.
There is no critical thinking. There's no there's nothing. There's zombie land, and I'm just going along with whatever's happening.
Yeah.
That's why they keep people medicated.
Really?
I'm at a point where I stay away from aspirins. I'll just deal with the headache.
You sure it's not just because they want some money?
Of course it's because they want some money. Of course it's because they want some money. I'm not excluding that, but it's also so that people can just shuffle along like mindless plebes.
I feel like it's a lot easier to control people than we like try.
No, that's a fact, because we just went through that. We just went through that.
Like the idea that people need to even pay for these medications to be better is a level of mind control, but they're not putting it in the medicine for you to believe them more. It's pretty easy to convince.
Nobody said anyone's putting anything.
It's pretty easy
in
to convince.
medicine.
It's pretty easy to convince a society that hasn't been taught to think for itself.
No, but it's a downwards. But Sway, it's a downward.
If your whole academic career from pre-K to senior year of high school to some of college, where they haven't taught you how to critically think at all, you just follow what you're told, and
most don't.
Be the mindset of most
but
people.
But you got to understand, Sway. That's what school was set up for. For that literal thing.
I'm saying it's not the drugs that it's.
No.
They don't take drugs to manipulate and quote unquote mind control people.
But Sway, you have a problem there. What you're saying, because they literally put most boys on ADHD pills.
Correct.
In school.
That's what I was about to say.
So they can have their mind fucked.
But
no, you're absolutely right, because what they do
solely the drug.
They do absolutely.
What they do is
they gave boys ADHD medicine to mind control boys.
Early.
Yeah.
Yes.
Early. Because what it is
because what they say,
boys learn different.
Here's what I'm saying is the way shit is set up, right? The way schools are set up right now, to sit down, it's not conducive for young men to sit down and listen to someone speak about it.
That's what I'm saying. We learn different.
Medicine isn't mind control.
No one said it was mind control. I'm saying
said it was mind control.
Are you hold on. I think you're misinterpreting what I meant.
Okay, so I would like to know what you meant.
Here's the thing, right? I said when you are on drugs, when you are on drugs, if you are on opioids, what level of thinking do you have?
Yes, this is true. It's not much.
When
You're
you're
thinking about
on
the drugs.
opioids, what level of thinking do you have, Sway?
I don't know. I've never done opioids.
Okay, so people that are on opioids cannot critically think, can barely comprehend what's going on in the world. So you can then come to them and say, "Oh well, hey, this is what's good for you," because it seems easy and thing. That's
Black
all.
Dots, I
When
totally
you are
agree with
on
you.
Opioids. I'm not saying
I
Big
agree with you,
Pharma is
Black
telling
Dots.
everyone take drugs and we want to mind control you. That's
No,
not
I agree
what
with
I'm
you
saying.
that you can't function or think if you're off a drug, but most people have some type of substance abuse. It could be alcohol. It could be
Agreed, but
it could be
move the
alcohol.
goalpost.
I don't
It could
think
be
most people
Not to
have
the children.
Let's stick to the
It could be
opioid.
sugar. It could be alcohol. It could be weed. It could be
But
crack.
let's
It
stick
could
to the
be
opioid.
heroin. It could be
That's
Your
not- that
issue
doesn't go
is
for
with
children,
all
Sway.
opioids.
All right, hold on. We got. Let me read this. So we got Mayo with a $10 super chat, and we got Mama with the $10 super chat. Said, "Meds are temporary fix. Get fit or suffer the consequences of unhealthy lifestyle. I lost 120 pounds, but it was too late." So I mean, there's factual. The thing about it is everything can be used as a drug, whether it's sugar, whether it's water, whether it's whatever. Everything can be used as a drug. Now, depending on what type of drug it is, like I'm gonna tell you right now, that xylazine, the rest of the other shit, the methamphetamines, and all that. What is it?
I promise you, Uncle Tom,
Stop
sugar is killing more people than all the drugs.
Sugar is one of the
Listen.
most effective drugs to be used on the market today. I
Listen,
agree
you
with you with
don't need meth. You don't. First of all, these are the most popular things that are being propagated now. You don't need methamphetamine and fucking xylazine or whatever. Like the fact of the matter is that we got into a culture of medicine where we would get people on medication, but we never actually put up a program to get them off of it. It
I
just
agree.
prescribed more.
To get them off
They
of
become
it
more
is to not
dependent
use it.
upon it.
But that's
I mean,
that's
not
the
for nothing,
problem.
but
That's
not
the
for
problem.
nothing.
Why has life gotten easier, but people need more medications?
It had
Why has life gotten significantly easier for all of us, but you need all this antidepressant and psychotropic shit?
Because you had choices.
That's what you have to ask yourself.
I've been in rooms
You
with
get
people
choices
that
and trade-offs.
actually
The more
speak about
convenient
this stuff.
that you want, the shittier quality of stuff you're gonna get.
Quality? But no. The quality of
It's
health
like
is being able to not.
it's like
is not to
heating
be
something
able
up
to
in a
have
microwave
it.
versus cooking it from scratch.
Our forebears didn't need psychotropics and antidepressants.
Regular food tastes a hell of a lot better than
Can I
microwave
have
food.
one
How
second?
did they?
Can I
Where
have
did
one
their
second?
food? How was their
Hold on.
food processed and
Go ahead,
handled?
when y'all done.
It wasn't the same. The economy wasn't the same. Like we can compare our situation to the 1940s until we're blue in the face, or even the 1820s when they had agrarian whatever the fuck. But in my opinion, you live in a modern age where men and women work. The food is shit. Even the
And
organic
they had
food
it
is shit.
harder, and they were a lot more.
My point
sane
is, it was
and did a lot
significantly
better
harder
than
back
most
then.
of us.
Well, that's
Yeah, but Little Big Nate, what I think is they were a lot healthier back then. Also,
it's very
absolutely.
subjective.
Oh,
they didn't have
That's a very subjective.
and no.
I think tomato.
You
in one of
say
the
harder.
Wait. We all can't talk at the same time.
It's just we say harder, but if I was to drop one of the motherfuckers in today's time, they more than likely wouldn't survive. If I was to drop a random person in today's time, back in those times, they more than likely wouldn't survive. I mean,
see,
I can get with that.
Negate my point. My point is things are significantly easier for human beings now.
Depends on what you're categorizing as easy.
And we should be advancing as a civilization. The easier things become, but we become lazy, and we find reasons why things can't work. It's weakness. That's what it is.
Here's a question: why is it that we're technologically advanced, but yet our health is declining?
Because we're not as advanced as you think we are. Being technologically advanced and being biologically advanced are two different things.
Yeah, but you didn't let me finish my point.
If I eat
I'll be back.
sushi here,
There's answers to all this
here
stuff.
in
It
the
seems like
United
everybody
States
just wants to be a
versus me
conspiracy
eating
theorist.
sushi over in Japan, I'm gonna get two different qualities of fish.
Reza, could I finish my point, bro?
What
I'm saying is, to Big Nate's point, we have the technology, but back then when I was growing up, we were more outside getting our D3. We were more engaged. Whereas here, we rely so much on the technology to we become codependent. We weren't codependent back then. To Black Thought's point, we were able to critically think and process back in that day, back when I was growing up. Hey, right or wrong, Miss Jones is watching us, so we can't, do what we're supposed to do over here, or we can't do this.
Snitching is not critically thinking.
It's just funny how the same people. I mean, if you guys were such great critical thinkers, then why do a lot of you couldn't adapt to the new technological age? I mean,
yeah,
it's just there's answers to all this stuff. You're
I'm
trying
sorry,
to compare.
Illuminated, but that point
Can I get 1 second?
It didn't make well.
All right, hold on.
Whenever y'all done.
You can go right at this minute. Okay, we got Kingdom Minded. Kingdom Minded with a question says, has anyone on the panel, has anyone read 1 second after EMP? And she sent another $5 super chat. Says, I sent a Cash App brother with a question about a book. I have not read that, but I don't know if anyone on the panel. I haven't either. Smitty?
Yeah, no, briefly. So, one to the point, because before we get too far. To the brother Sway, when he was saying, why do the older folks adapt to the modern technology? I mean, I would say personally, some of us who don't even want to, in a large way, we have to. Like, for example, let's say advertising.
A lot of folks don't want to get with the time.
Yeah. Well,
It's too complicated.
It's not. No,
it's not as too complicated.
No, that's not even what I'm trying to say. That's not even what I'm trying to say. I didn't even get to finish what I'm saying.
Let's make this point and then Sway, I want to hear from you.
Don't listen to 8 words.
Go.
What I'm saying is that I'm just talking about like overall, as far as like some of us still like to preserve a certain form of like manual in us, because like the brother down low, but beneath me was saying, as far as like we will go outside, absolutely. It keeps us healthy, it keeps us engaged. Back when we would do, like, for example, math problems, we had to actually figure it out. We didn't have no kind of Google. We couldn't go on the computer and do our homework. We real deal had to either ask our parents, or we had to figure it out. So we had to real deal problem solve. Now, nowadays, we actually have to. The fact is, they force it to where you can't even thrive or survive. You can't have a business unless you have some kind of like, Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, something, whatever. There is, it's certain things they make purposely obsolete. So when you say, why do folks adjust? You have to. You will either adjust or you will sink.
I didn't say why do older folks adjust. I said, why is it that older folks can't adjust?
Well, I mean, I don't know about too many of them. I mean, I always know how to adapt. I can't speak for them.
I can explain it.
What older folks are you talking about?
The same ones that are Illuminated's age.
Thank you, Mayo.
Go ahead, Wrestler.
But I can explain it. First of all,
same one that are Illuminated's age.
Wow!
Wow! That was a shot of Illuminated in his age.
He asked me the question.
No.
All right. Go ahead. Answer.
You made your statement on that, which I'm a little bit laughing at that. But there are plenty of people who are Illuminated's age who are technically savvy. They are.
Is this what we're about to do here? We're going to do the exceptions.
No. I'm not saying the exceptions. The issue when it comes to
the most technologically savvy these motherfuckers know how to do is burn a CD.
That ain't true, but okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, Rizzo.
Just let me know, because I have a feeling more points that can show up, because they're still doing record players and A-track tapes too, right?
Hey, watch it now.
So I think the happiest people in our society are the people that are probably the furthest distance from all this modern technology. To be honest,
also the closest to dying, because
there's a yes and no. There's a back and forth between that, because yes, you could say that they are the most happiest, but also they are the most confused, because when the times change and the laws change, they're too busy stuck on what things were, wasn't how the advances of things are now.
Well, I mean, I agree. I look at
they become a debate on what things were versus how things are. And it's one thing we know as human beings, that throughout evolution, there must be adaptivity. Always. The problem is that as you get older, you become more stuck, more finite in the ways that you are. And because there's a less amount of adaptivity. And because of that happens, you tend to fall back. You tend to not be able to grow. The people who even, why I said, if you have somebody who's like Illuminate's age, who's still actually with technology of this age, because they have the mindset to be able to adapt. We already know this. As individuals, the older we get, the more stuck we get in our ways. So the person
I'll be honest with you.
So the person who actually keeps the mental mindset of quote unquote, like they say, the child, the one who always wants to keep learning, are the people who actually tend to adapt. And
Nate, can I interject right quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Now, when you say about adaptation and you talk about being stuck, I think Black Thoughts had made some comments a couple of videos back when I used to come on about where society is right now.
Okay.
So look at where we at, and we hold on to tradition because it talks about the old landmark. So when it talks about the old landmark, it's not that we can't adapt. There are certain things that we refuse to participate in.
I agree.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, it's not that people my age are stuck. It's just that we're looking at how the world has changed. And most people say with technology comes change, but change is not always for the better, because look at where society is today.
See that's where the problem that's the problem that happens right there. When you say change happens, but the change is not for the better, that better part, your idea of what's better, that's the part that becomes the problem.
Well,
that is subject.
And let me explain. The day changes every day. You're not always going to get your best day. It's gonna rain. It's gonna be cold. You're gonna have colder days than others. It's not always going to be the best. So if you're always looking for the best outcome, that's not to be. Even you as an individual, whether you're working on your job, whether you're just being up for the day, you're not always at your best. You're not on the best of the metric of what you consider to be your best. You're the best that you can be for that day.
Okay.
And there's some people who choose not to move on, while there are others who choose to become better than where they are. Because why? They see themselves as someone that says things changes all the time, and so must I. It's not. I said this to even on the panel before, and I'll keep saying it. Used to bees don't make no honey. We can't keep dwelling on where we are when our best days. We have to always continuously keep growing. And some people stop growing. They just say, why can't it be the way that it used to be?
Okay, now let me explain to me about better. Betterment as far as advancement, as far as technology, science, medicine, that's okay. But when we talk about from a geopolitical and a social aspect of what's being perpetrated, they're saying we're honestly having a discussion about what is a woman, what is a man. Okay, that's what I mean by some of us holding on to the old landmark in technology as far as biology is concerned. We're honestly, not this panel, but there are honestly spaces right now that are being created, that's being perpetuated and being legislated by saying, hey, these certain groups of people have rights. And what we're suffering now is an identity crisis. Okay. So what happens is when I say betterment, with your explanation that you just gave, fine. But I'm looking at it from a social perspective. They're saying this is better. This is
Illuminated. Do you think there was not an identity crisis when Homo sapiens started coming across Neanderthals?
No, I don't think it was.
You don't think so? You don't think there was a huge identity crisis between the both?
Hold on. So listen, Wrestler's right, man, because it's the thing about the social norms, they are forever changing. Sometimes they change faster than times, but right now we're just in a social change right now, whether we like it or not. people want to be able to say they're fucking man. Don't mean you have to buy into that
It
delusion.
doesn't mean you have to like it.
Hey,
You need to
Uncle
accept
Tom,
it,
Uncle
but it
Tom, Uncle
changes.
Tom. Nah, bump that, bro. You
He said
are
bump that.
absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong, sir.
How?
Explain how. Explain
Nah,
how, sir.
bump that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now. First of all, I wonder
Your
why.
feelings maybe your feelings about what I
Nah,
said may be
nah.
wrong.
Let me break out. I'm gonna give it right back to you. I'm gonna
You
shut
are
up. I'm gonna give it
entitled to
right
your
back to you.
feelings,
Go
but
ahead,
not
go
your
I'm
ahead.
gonna give it right back to you. I'm gonna shut
Go
up.
ahead,
Just
go
let me
ahead,
get it out.
go ahead.
What I'm saying is that first of all, I do get what my brother down low is saying right here, right? He's saying basically, like technology has been a gift to us. Like for example, let's say advertising
I
on
get
social
that.
media. Advertising on social media. That's absolutely wonderful how you
For
can
hair
like
plugs.
post something and you can get people to see it and things of that nature. But guess
Sure.
what? But wait, it's also totally destroyed social interaction.
It didn't.
See,
Women
back
have
in the
been
day,
destroyed by social media.
people actually used to want to talk to one another.
Exactly.
There's no more speaking. Now it's a whole bunch of texting and just emojis and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is that we have to
Whoa.
land it. We have to remember that there are a generation
One
of
second,
us.
Sway. Let me get out there. Go ahead. We're
Man,
listening.
come on. Don't do that bullshit, man.
No,
Let me
I
get
was
my
telling
shit out.
Sway.
And come on now.
We just said no.
All right, hold on. All right, well, I'm almost done.
Go ahead.
Listening.
I don't do that when other people talking.
We got you.
All right, so what I'm saying is that we have to remember there's a certain amount of us that grew up and there wasn't that. And so we grew up and so what we have to remember, technology always changes. It's continuously changing, it's upgrading, it's changing. And so if you grew up in that era, it is different for you. And we do recognize that. It's it's different for you. You grew up in the day of Facebook, IG, all of that. You came up to that. We didn't come up to that. So it's different. We're used to interacting physically, socially. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Well,
but
here-
what?
let me-
I
let me
digress.
get-
My mic is
Smithy,
muted, bro. Go ahead.
let me-
No, I have.
Don't
I have a
disrespect
question-
me when
I have a question for Smithy. I have a question. When did you stop? When did you stop growing up?
What?
When did you stop growing up?
I still haven't stopped growing up because I'm learning something new every day.
No, you are still growing up with the times, sir.
Yes,
so this is
yes,
still within your
yes,
time.
that's what I'm saying.
So
Yes.
it's not about what has been. You are still in it.
Okay. Now let me.
I think you just
Hold
missed what I'm saying, bro.
Wait. Let Sway go, and then
There
I'm
are
gonna go after.
benefits. Go ahead, Sway. Go ahead.
Sway, go, and then I'm gonna go
Go
after. Then you can go ahead. We can rock that way. Go ahead, Sway.
Most of the stuff we complain about is a choice. You talk about, texting and social media and not talking to people, all that's a choice. I don't really text. If you want to talk to me more often than not, you're going to call me. You set the tone for your own life. And at the end of the day, if your kids is moving a certain way, nobody told you guys this. One, we can start with Illuminated generation. Nobody told y'all to stick the damn millennials and some of the Gen Xers in front of the TV and leave them at home and lock the damn door with a chain. And then to the millennials and Gen Xers, nobody told you to put your kids in front of video games and an iPhone all day, and then now they're glued to the screen and that's all they want to do. But in my opinion, when I was growing up, I was forced to get out the house. My mama said, "Get out my house and don't come back until a certain time or until I feel like letting you back in." And then if you was in the house, if she didn't want you hooping, hollering, running around, you can go get water or go to the bathroom. But for the most
That's
part, you
right.
stayed in your room. So
We smell like outside. That's right.
It's all about choices, and a lot of times it's choices and trade-offs. So the benefit of sticking your kids in front of the damn TV is that they're not annoying you all day asking you for shit. But the downfall is when they become an adult, they're not very productive and they want to sit in front of the TV all day.
Well, the main reason children were put in front of the TV is because the mother decided to follow Gloria Steinem's advice and go into the workforce. If the mother was at home with their children, instilling the values of the father and the family in the children wouldn't just have to be sitting in front of the TV. Women chose to go into the workforce, and not only stagnating men's wages, because men used to be able to work a job and take care of a whole family, but when the federal government, particularly the CIA, decided to recruit Gloria Steinem and have her tell women to enter the workforce, a couple of things happened. you increased the tax receipts into the federal government by 60 or 70%, giving them more money they can fucking waste. And number two, you flooded the employment market with employees. Employers used to have to say, hey, if this skilled man comes and works for me, I'll give you these benefits, I'll give you this 401k, I'll give you these medical benefits. But then you increase the workforce by 60, 70%, bringing women in. The employers now don't have to offer anything because there's 500 people competing for each job. So it's a lot deeper than just saying, hey, putting children in front of the TV. Women played a huge role in why things are the way they are right now. They should have stayed at home. Men would be able to work a job, pay for everybody in their household. Women would still be managing their children's lives, deeply involved in their schooling, and things would be a lot better.
Well,
Yeah, that was
if the men are the leaders, are we really going to blame the women for that decision?
Yeah, the men are. Hold on a second. We don't have a culture like the Middle East does, like the Amish do, where you can exercise cultural consequences on women. In Saudi Arabia, you get out of pocket as a woman, they can bury you up to your head in the sand and throw rocks at it until you're dead. You dishonor your family, they'll kill you as a woman. In America, women have complete autonomy. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Male leadership has no effect on a woman whose bad decisions are backed up by the state.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure men back in the 60s and 50s and 40s had no problem smacking a woman. I'm not going to say they were killing women.
You can't do that today, sir.
I get it, but is that still the same time frame of when women start asking to go to work? So all I'm saying is, if we like to blame women for things, but if the first line of, I guess, the leadership is supposed to fall with the men, then they're just responding based on the male's leadership.
I'm not abdicating men's responsibility, but when the judicial system, the police can be sicked on you, Lord knows, as black men, we know about black women using the police against us. You decide the relationship's not working, your children are set against you by their mother. I'm sorry. These women, all the hell a lot of these women are going through, they've earned it. They've earned it.
Well, the thing about what I'm gonna go back to what Smitty says, that we don't talk to each other no more. What are we doing now? No matter how you look at it, technology has helped move things forward. And
it's
if you
also
allow,
been very detrimental.
Yes,
but social media
I wasn't gonna stop and say that it hasn't. It has its give and its take.
Correct.
And what you allow for your take is up to you. Now, me, I still go outside and I coach my son. I still go outside, do stuff with my kids. I don't allow this to dictate everything that I do or I implement in my family, my family dynamic. So this is just a tool to be used as a tool, right? The thing about it is like I said, a lot of things were used to occupy the mind of a child, and not only children, but women too, because women don't let go of their phone. And now it's gotten so bad that men don't let go of their phone.
Women are children.
What?
Women are children.
Okay, I'm gonna skip past that.
That's what we have to understand.
I'm gonna skip past that one. I'm gonna skip past it. I've heard that line a lot. I'm skipping past it because it's not. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm skipping past it.
No, I said it yesterday that it's funny that they say men mature slower than women, but you can't hold a woman to account at all.
Remember?
Well,
Uncle Tom, real quick. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about that? When you say that, real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick. Women, like growing up as kids, they were given actual tools to prepare them for real life. Like they were given doll babies that pee, diapers to change. They got little vacuums and microwave, easy bake ovens. We were given a whole bunch of fake stuff. We got Thundercats and Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joes and everything else. You see what I'm saying? But for some reason, I noticed there is an arrested development.
Wait. Smithy. When we're giving Thundercats and GI Joes, they're preparing us to be what? Because all those
Warriors,
characters-
they were preparing us to
Warriors.
do duty.
Thank
They
you.
were heroes,
They're
and
all
we wanted
masculine.
to be the hero. We
No.
wanted to save. We wanted to protect.
But that was our
We
role.
wanted to problem solve.
That was our
That's
role.
right.
That
Now,
is
real
our
quick,
role.
and let me shut up. And I'll get that in. Let me shut up. So, so what basically I'm hearing a lot of, lot nowadays with the newer generation is like, oh, that's back then. Times change. This is what it is. Forget everything back then and just move on and that's
No.
it. And it's like, no. Now watch this. And I'm gonna shut up. I swear, watch this. There are war strategies that are ancient, that are still implicated in war today.
Yes.
Formations, everything. Ancient.
Yes.
So all I'm saying is and they still work. So all I'm saying is that just as much as as us older heads can learn from the younger ones, I think the disconnect comes in when the younger ones think there's nothing that can be learned from us who know how to socialize, who know how to problem solve, who know how to really interact with people. So we can connect it and make it better. That's all I wanted to say. I digress. My mic is mute.
I hear exactly what you're saying, Smithy, and because I can already see it being something that someone as young as Sway can jump in and say for our own point. But also when you say that things have been thousands of years old and tactics that still move, it's not because they move, because these are things that are still being able to be prevalent today in terms of how society is, whatever. It's because a lot of those strategies are still based on just how we move individually, or not even individually, as collectively as human beings.
I don't care about the reason. I care about the result. What I said is that they still work.
Smitty,
If the result is it still wins the war. Go ahead,
Smitty,
man.
let the man finish.
But Smitty, this is what I'm saying. Even warfare, despite thousands of years, warfare has changed. The desire of human beings have not changed. The desire of, and I'm going to say it, all under heaven has not changed. The desire for men to conquer, to want the entire world under him has not changed.
Okay, RZA. What shape is the wheel? What shape is it today?
Come on, bro.
What shape is the wheel?
The wheel always been.
What shape is the wheel?
To conquer all.
What shape is the wheel?
To
It's a
conquer
circle.
all.
You about to get Sparta kicked, goddammit, through a well.
The will has always been to conquer all, to own all, to desire all, to be the closest to God.
This is excellent. You outdid
I
this.
asked you what shape is the wheel. He said get closer to God.
Circle.
Thank you for that very much so detailed, elaborate
Circle.
answer, sir.
To connect all. The circle, to connect all, to be
Circle.
ever flowing.
What shape? Okay, so that's what it started off with. Why hasn't the wheel changed? All I'm saying is that there are some
Why
things.
would the wheel change when the wheel is
You're
the most
missing it because you're too quick.
all
I'm
human
not just
history?
talking, bro. There are some things in life that really are still. It works. It's worked all.
No, I don't think no one is denying. No one's denying that.
Why? I just mentioned why.
No,
I just told you why.
they are.
I told you, Smithy, why.
Because we gotta reach for God. I know. Reach for God. Okay.
Well,
You know what's one of the strongest?
For
you know what's one of the
millennia,
strongest things that
only
I've heard?
women can have babies. Now men can have babies.
Oh my God!
Men can have babies now, y'all.
That's my cue to calm down. That's my cue to calm down.
Men can have babies now.
Uncle Tom, I would like to throw a wrench in this conversation.
Go ahead. I'm sitting
I
back
wanna
and enjoying because I don't have to argue right now. I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay, so when we talk about the technology, we talk about the advancement and everything like that. One word that I haven't heard mentioned in the discussion is transhumanism. What does transhumanism consist of? It's consisting of taking a Homo sapien, re-identifying, restructuring them to where they as Russ Dislar's book talk about the super soldier from DARPA. They're adding different parts.
We're getting there.
Human being.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We are getting there. This is the beginning.
So what I'm saying is that is what I mean by us old heads being stuck, because we see and we heard this show before, because there's nothing new under the sun. So with all this technology being advanced, I'm looking at the Homo sapiens saying, okay, we are getting away from the original design. We were designed and created in an image. So
I have a small pushback about that. I have a small one. It depends on how you look at it philosophically. Because to say that we are getting away from the original design, depending on how you look at it, whether you're religious or whether you look at it as someone being evolutionary. If you're looking at someone being evolutionary, we are always changing, because quite frankly, all life has started in the water if you're looking at it that way. We have always changed. But if you're looking at it in terms of Adam, Eve, and the first being born, then you could say original. So it depends on what your perspective on it is.
That goes back.
No. Here's the thing. You cannot deny that water is life. Without water, life doesn't exist. So life has actually started in water.
Again, like I said, depends on who you're speaking to.
No, it ain't. It's the truth.
No. This is what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I'm just telling you because this is me riding the fence.
All right. You a fence sitter right now? Okay. All right.
Well, all I'm saying is, if you get away from the original design, depending on, like I say, what your belief system is, mine is based on biblical based, according to the book of Genesis.
Thank you, sir. I knew where you were going. Thank you.
So that is my definition, not my opinion, but that is my definition as been defined. Now, there has been, as we see and we move in this technology, there has been a redefining of words. Well, this word doesn't mean that, and this doesn't mean this, and they're redefining everything. So if they're changing who we are as a people and as a nation, then, you know, it goes back to Sway's point. All of it's by choice. But to Uncle Tom's point, we were taught, we were military, about risk assessment. We will say, okay, what is this? What is that? Okay, can we go out here and do this? What are the risks? What is this? The who, what, when, where, why? The 5-paragraph op order, all that military stuff. Mm-hmm. But it taught you to say, okay, we were trained to do this, but when we get in this situation, it become volatile, it become hostile, and things are changing. Mm-hmm. So you have to adjust. You know, I agree with you,
Illuminated. Let me ask you a question, Illuminated, because this goes to what you're saying, right? What goes against kind of what you're saying. Words have been redefined over and over throughout history.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it just depends on what economic or socialistic state you're in at that time. It doesn't mean, well, it does mean the world's changed, but it doesn't mean that life as itself has changed. It's just that they're going to change. It's changing towards what society as a whole is going through.
Hey, Uncle Tom. So what you're saying was
wait.
Which is why I was coming to the point where he said like how society is changing.
But Sway wanted to go next.
Society changing and how the quote unquote species is changing.
Yeah.
Could I chime in real quick?
Go.
Sure. There are universal truths. It is a universal truth that only a woman can have a baby. That's been redefined.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You can't redefine
that. Now the waters have been so muddied that people can. I'm 48 years old. I could literally look you in your face and tell you I'm a 5-year-old Scandinavian girl with blonde pigtails. And if you don't acknowledge it, you could lose your job.
That's a fact.
You can lose your job if you won't acknowledge that I'm a 5-year-old Scandinavian girl with blonde pigtails.
Hey, Nate, can I chime in right quick?
Yes,
Rizzo, that's what I meant.
Can I say one quick thing?
No, let him go. Let Illuminate go.
Hey, Rizzo, Hey, Nate, this is what I want to chime in. That's what I meant by you can't legislate morality. You just can't do that. What Nate just said, they're legislating that. They're forcing you into that arena. So for people like me, I have a lot of pushback, just like Nate does, like Black Thought does. We're not going into that arena like you.
Hell no.
We're not going to that arena. If you legislate that and tell me I have to acknowledge your they, them, those, that, it, whatever. I'm a freaking tooth fairy from the fairy godmother. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, Rizzo, because we're not doing it.
Can I finally say my piece?
Okay.
No, hold on. Let's wait. Go. Go, Sway. Go ahead, Sway. Go ahead.
I'll be fast. All I wanted to say is that language is dependent based on the context it is used in, one, and then two, there must be agreed on what the language is for the conversation to move forward.
Thank you.
I can't think.
Can I say one thing real quick?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
I can't think
All right,
apart.
tell me when I can talk.
When the nigga stops talking. I can't think when I use the word apartment that in my brain, I'm thinking apartment means McDonald's, but in all y'all brain, you think apartment means my home. Like if I told Uncle Tom to meet me at my apartment and he shows up at my apartment and I'm like, he's like, where you at? I'm like, oh, apartment means Wendy's for me. I'm at Wendy's. Like you have to agree upon certain what language is for the conversation to move forward. So if we can't even agree what is a man or what is a woman,
thank you.
Conversation will not move forward.
Your entire society will break down without a level of continuity in the words and how you communicate. Communication is everything. So when you can't even define what a woman is anymore, Ketanji Brown Jackson, who is a 60-something-year-old black woman,
black thing. She's not a woman.
Got to be put on the fucking Supreme Court and couldn't define what a woman is.
Well,
How is this even possible?
Hold on. It ain't like she don't know what the fuck it is because she also said she's the first black woman to ever be nominated. So
they're fucking liars. All the left does is lie.
She just don't want to look like a fucking.
But the definitions of these things have already officially been changed.
I'm trying to get one thing in before.
Not with me.
No, but they have in Webster's. They have in all the dictionaries.
But it can be changed. Here's the thing about
that's what I'm trying to say real quick, please.
Go ahead, Smithy. Go ahead.
All I'm trying to say is I think for a perfect example to complement what Uncle Tom is saying briefly, thank you, is I know that in the Bible, for example, rabbi in the Old Testament meant master. And then it translated into the New Testament for whatever reason into teacher. So yes, depending on the times and what's going on, yes, a word can shift. I digress. My mic is muted. Thank you.
Words and communication has always changed throughout time because the same way how I say older people, depending on where you are in your life, because again, people get stuck in a particular frame versus those who I said have the
what up, Double Brewski?
Have the quote unquote child, and I'm using that in quotation, child mind to always keep developing. People say they keep getting older. That doesn't mean that they keep developing. Because even when I see the millennials or the zennials that have now, because I'm a millennial.
Man, so don't bring us up.
No. I'm not referencing age in this part. I'm referencing what comes with that time. So even when you have to learn the new concepts and words that are coming through, like when people talk about Riz or whatever, like I put myself in a position where I try to learn what is the most current thing, because you have particular people who are already stuck in a particular mindset that will not even try to learn what is the newest lingo that's coming on for younger people. Because the younger people will become older people, and of course the younger people that will come after them will also have something else to say. It's one thing to have a mind that is continuously developing and continuously trying to keep up, because why? Communication changes over time. Then those who just say, well, this is the way it is, and I don't understand why these young motherfuckers can't get on to task. That's a problem, because your time was also at a point where there are people who are older than you that said the same thing about your time, our time now.
We gotta let the baby daddy over here. Go ahead, baby daddy.
Hey, what's going on? I can honestly say I haven't been listening to everything that you said, but I'll say this: I just got into a heated debate with my brother. Okay, and I hopefully this goes along the lines of what
wrong, but listen.
oh, absolutely. Fuck you too. So we were talking about redlining. We were talking about communities. We were talking about Black people, and he along with a lot of my family have drunk the Kool-Aid of racism and how it is disproportionately against Black people in America as a country and throughout the diaspora. And what the numbers they give me, of course, no numbers. They just give me anecdotes about what's going on. But the point is that Black people were moved around toxic waste dumps, redlining, etc. We have to stay on our guard, and there is no there. This is not true. It's demonstrably not true. It's been debunked several times over, but we can never move, we can never move beyond this because it's been inculcated into our psyche, and we have people who continuously proliferate it, and such as these race hustlers that will never cease, and then people are too quickly availing themselves of it because they want a piece of whatever pie that's going to come. That's fine, that's fair. You want some money, but when it comes to what the truth is that in cities, in portions of the city of Chicago, like Roseland, where toxic chemicals have been found and Black people just happen to live there. Roseland is a historic landmark where Poles, Irish, Italians, white people, because Poles, Irish, and Italians are not historically white, by the way, lived there along with Blacks. Blacks were not carted in. Blacks ended up being there because the Pullman Company was just a little less racist, according to them, than the other places they were working for in the Jim Crow South. And then when all other groups of people decided, hey, I'm done with this is for the birds, or they decided they were going to move their families out of there, Black people stayed there. And then now here's this narrative that's been sold that Black people have been disproportionately bothered and or oppressed by this when they decided to stay. Same thing in Flint, Michigan, same thing in places in Wisconsin, same thing in Detroit, and the list goes on.
Black,
Okay.
I will hold on, before you go on. I just want to tell you this. That had nothing to do with
But you know what? Good on him for getting in before the baby smacked the shit out of him.
I just wanted to talk to all you guys.
I just wanted to talk to his friends, man, about what some shit he just went through, bro.
It's okay. It's all a part of grievance culture.
Yeah.
Black America are proponents of grievance culture. It dominates everything about us. I've listened to Black men in the Black manosphere get up on platforms talking about racism. Oddly enough, they never talk about the racism that they went through. They're always living their racist tropes vicariously through some Black person 2,000 miles away that was on the TV. Why? How come niggas can never get on these panels and tell me about all the racism you went through? They never tell you about the racism they went through.
Big Nate, even we can go even deeper to that. These motherfuckers, like their argument is only valid if Black people was doing everything right and was still not getting the outcomes. But when you have a substance abuse problem from alcohol to weed to whatever other drug, and then you have, all this extra trauma and then your victim mindset, it's like, bro, if you think everything is out of your control and you're not focused on anything that's actually in your control, then you feel like everything is being controlled by somebody else.
And that's where the whole issue with manhood comes in. I think you brought that up earlier. Aren't we men?
Can I say something?
That's where Black men fall grievously short.
Or I might have said that wrong. If you think everything's within the white people's control and you're not focused on anything on your control, then you think everything's out of your control, and so you just keep blaming the white people.
And that's a fact.
So
Can I
And
say
it's
something
unacceptable. That's why I'm a proponent of separation. Name one other race that attempts to drag its ne'er-do-wells with them towards some level of success. Every
No other
other racial group in this country says those are the trash. We don't fuck with them.
I
We
think
don't want
Hispanics
nothing to
do
do
that.
with them. We're the only race of people that do that shit.
I think Hispanics do it, but they separate themselves by their like nationalities. But they definitely drag that bottom of their nationality.
They want to drag the bottom, really.
No. America,
I don't know about
America,
that.
the white
Maybe.
liberal drags the near-do-well Hispanics and try to.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
That's
they
what they
do.
do.
Hence
Now-
what you see in Chicago.
I think they just have a deep root of family, and they will drag the bottom with them.
Niggas
they
vote for
won't.
this shit. Niggas voted for open borders.
No.
They voted for illegals to come in and firebomb their houses. They vote for this shit, and now they're revolting in New York and in Chicago because goddamn illegals are filling the gymnasiums of their schools' children.
It's
Fuck
hilarious.
them.
Yep.
No,
Hey, and by the way, the high school,
just move on.
By the way, the high school that they're trying to fill up with illegals is the high school I went to. The abandoned high school, that building is where I spent freshman through through senior year in. And it's amazing because the only reason why that building is still there is because it's historically a Jewish high school, because that whole neighborhood from like 1870s through the 1960s was exclusively Jewish, and they even have a country club. But the point that I'm making is they kept the building, and they're trying to convince people to allow that to happen. But that like you said, that's what they voted in. They voted in.
And you talk about the most pernicious fucking white liberal on earth. You just said their names. The small hats.
Yeah. Oh yes. The Jays.
The most wicked white liberals in this country are them.
Well,
I still think it's a white liberal woman.
If anyone remembers, right? If anyone remembers, you take a listen to what Dennis Prager said of PragerU. But again, I pointed out the video, and LA caught it, and all you guys caught it. He said what he said.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it right there. See, he said it out loud.
He did.
He said it out loud. The problem is niggas don't listen.
The white liberal has been our 200-year-old mortal enemy. Mortal enemy. Since the 1820s, they were fighting the emancipation of blacks, the Democrat Party. One of the reasons they were founded is because there was a move towards emancipation for enslaved blacks, and the Democrat Party was founded to help fight that. And niggas vote for these monsters.
Not only vote that, to make sure that when they got the right to vote, that they only voted in a certain way.
Yep, that's the only.
They made sure They made sure if someone thought that they were going to even think about voting Republican, that they were going to burn their house down and do something different to them.
Name another race of men that worry about whether another race of men like them or not.
That's a fact.
There's only one group of men in this country that sit around worrying if some other group likes them or not. And that's all.
That's not just men. That's women as well.
Make sure you
That's
make
the women as
separation.
well.
That's women as well.
Separation.
Women want to be like, though. Men aren't supposed to give a fuck.
Yeah,
Correct.
exactly.
You're supposed to be just getting
Make a
busy.
separation of that group of men.
I understand, but unfortunately, there are ethnic, ethnic identity and black men all over this country crying about if another group of men likes them or not.
That's insane.
I'm assuming you're basing that on race.
Yeah, black men, black leftist, Democrat, liberal men
There
are
we
constantly crying about whether or not other races of men like them.
That's a fact. They are.
I guess.
Yeah, that's
I feel like most men care. It might not be based on race, but they definitely care if a group of men likes them or not.
Absolutely
not, bro. You know what I'm
Absolutely
talking
not.
about, bro. Come on, man.
I get it. That's what I'm saying. If you want to base it on race and the white man shit, then sure, I can understand where you're coming from.
No,
but
not every group
was expounded outside of race.
Motherfuckers from India come here and get busy. They don't give a fuck who likes them.
I mean,
Nigerians come here. They don't give a fuck who likes them. They just get busy.
It could be amongst their own race of people, quote unquote. You just said group of men. That's what I'm saying.
I meant racial group of men.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I meant. My apology.
I totally understand you. I agree with you. But if we take it out of race, most men want to find a tribe of men that they agree with.
Oh no, like-minded men, absolutely. Yeah. I'm talking about a group of men, a racial group of men sitting around marching and picketing and demanding that legislators pass laws that make people like them.
Yeah,
it is insanity.
I agree with you. Honestly, they don't really, like I said, at this point, it's not really about wanting a fair fight or a fair chance because niggas don't really want to fight.
Man, let me tell you something.
They don't want to fight. They don't want to pick up their put on or strap up their shoes, get their sword and their shield.
There's a white boogeyman under every can of grape soda and bag of flaming hot Cheetos.
Let me tell you something. Most of these so-called blackity black and black men and all that bullshit, they just want to be accepted. Yeah. That's what and a black woman, all of that.
Why don't you become proficient in something? You'll be accepted, you'll be valued.
And
don't become proficient in something.
And check it out. They mostly want when you look at what's the generation, the boomers and all those folks, you know what they mostly care about? Symbols. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When Joe Biden went to the black woman, because he knew he wasn't going to come to black men. Because when you look at it, right? Take a look. When Joe Biden went to speak, who he spoke to? Cardi B. Not even a black woman, a Hispanic. But I'm not going to go down that road. But when he spoke to the black women in the Democratic Party, what did they say they wanted? Symbol. I want a black woman that's somebody that look like me. What the fuck is looking like you?
So we got No Chaser with the $2 super chat says black men and flaming hot Cheetos. And also we got some comment from Rumble. Says Dominicans and Haitians nationality, indigenous Brazilians, whites.
I know black puppy.
Judge race still more than nationality. I feel Christians have become the group seeking acceptance. Ooh, that's interesting.
Oh wow! I ain't gonna lie to you. I will continue to blame the black men for black women.
So anyway, when they ask black folks when Joe Biden was in office, what do you want? You know what? Most of those dumb degenerates, black folks said they wanted someone that looks like me, a symbol.
They need
what they said.
Representation.
Something that's made look like me.
It's representation. That's all they need.
That's all they want. They didn't want something tangible. When Ice Cube came out and said, "Listen, the contract for Black America."
$500 billion.
What did the black women say? What did the black women say?
Not black women, no.
There's no section in there for black women. He said, y'all ain't black. Oh, no, you know, we need our own section.
They are horrible human beings. I'm not talking about black women. I'm talking about black women like the monsters on Fox Soulless. They are fucking monsters. They are monsters. Those aren't women. They're amalgamations of hate, disappointment, and they smell like hot dog water. They're fucking horrible.
You know what's crazy?
They're fucking horrible human beings. Those four women.
Hold on. See, Double Brewski is right.
Why do we study blaming these women, man? Why don't y'all blame the men?
Kamala Harris, and when you look at Joe Biden, you know what they have in common? You know the one thing that they have in common, and I keep saying this. They are anti-black.
Yeah.
They both are anti-black. Kamala Harris is an Indian Jamaican. I don't know if y'all ever associated with.
No, she's Bahrainian or Bahamian.
No, she's Jamaican allegedly. I don't know if y'all ever associated. I don't know if y'all ever associated with the black folks from the islands.
I have.
They hate you American niggers. You better understand it. I dealt with folk from the island. I know who they are. They don't like me because I don't allow them to run over me. I don't sit there and I'm like, oh, we all black and we all friends. Fuck out of here.
Well, hell no.
None of that happens. I don't play those kind of games. So for all the black women and all the dumb degenerate black niggas that was out there talking about Ketanji Brown is black. No, she will destroy you and your family in a heartbeat.
We literally have a black Supreme Court justice
for $2 super chat there.
that is pro pedophile.
Yep.
She is literally pro pedo.
Now you talk.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Go ahead, Sway.
So, like I said, as much I'm gonna be the devil's advocate because I know all y'all want to blame the women's. So I'm gonna blame the men's. The men, bruh. I don't know. I just thought of like one thing off the top of my dome that could be, I wouldn't say a surefire solution, but would be a way to push your thoughts onto women and maybe they would actually subscribe to it. But who knows? My idea is that if anything, you could bribe the church pastor and all these mega churches that these women go to and get, the prosperity gospel the same way the government is doing it and have them preach your narrative. That's one way. And then the second way is get a black woman and then have her follow under your guidance. Because
Can
when I look at
Can I tell you why that's not going to work?
In a second. When I look at my mom,
let me tell you why that's not going to work.
When I look at my mom,
it's not going to work.
And I'm like,
what
why
happens
does my mom act like a kid sometimes?
The black church
and
is
the only person I can really blame is my stepdad.
Right? And
what'd you say? I didn't hear you.
The black church is led by a black man. The black man has that liberal black man leading the church. His only alliance
is the black woman
with the liberal black woman and the liberal white and
man.
Black, the liberal white woman and male.
Okay.
Let me real quick.
I didn't even get one. I didn't get to finish in 2 hours.
They're not going to listen to it.
So why do you think that is? Maybe because
can I show you something real quick?
Damn.
I just want to show you something real quick.
I'm just trying to give my piece.
Oh, my apologies. Go ahead.
Because he's asking me, he's trying to respond, but I'm telling him, yes, they're gonna push what they want because they're the same people paying them. I mean, they're the same people giving the donations, and then the government's paying them to stay out of this whole BLM and all this other political bullshit. And so they're just getting paid by the people who and then push the narrative that they want.
Now,
and so why would they push a conservative narrative if y'all not paying them?
Well, if I could chime in, I want to show you something. In the 2022 election, 77% of white men voted for Brian Kemp in the state of Georgia for governor. They voted against Stacey Abrams. For the first time in decades, white women voted for Brian Kemp to the tune of 73%. White women followed their best and brightest men. That's what white women did in the state of Georgia. You know what happened with the black people?
They voted for a jigaboo.
94% of black women voted for Stacey Abrams. 84% of black men did. You see how things are completely reversed? Black men follow black women politically. White women follow their best and brightest men. Until black men make up their mind, and this speaks to his point, the onus being on the men to a certain degree. We have to vote our interests. The black women that want to follow in proper men's footsteps, they can be saved. The other 80, 90% of black women, they're doomed. They're finished. They're going to follow white liberals into hell. And let them.
Listen, he's right. Most black men are cuckolded behind their black woman.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
All right, so let me read this super chat real quick. Del Bruce with the Double Rooster with the
I
$5 super
think
chat
most black
says,
men don't even vote, but that's just me.
skin color doesn't really matter. I have way more in common with you gentlemen than a bunch of white liberals with Ukraine flags and pronouns in their bio. That's a fact. I already told you, my brother from a different race. For real, you know what I'm saying? We have
man.
way more in common than any of those. Hell, we got way more in common than some of these liberal ass goddamn psychopathic goddamn black niggas. I can't do it.
I can't fuck with him either. Though. I am a proponent of separation.
Yo, I told you that's my whole thing. I used to call myself a separationist. I don't have that underneath my tag no more, but that's what I used to be. Is separation.
If black men want to follow black women, people come to this country significantly darker than all of us, and they achieve obscenely great things, like uber successful. How the fuck are they more successful than us? We've been here going on 500 years.
I can tell you why. I can tell you why. I can tell you why. Because the black folks that are here don't consider themselves Americans.
Well, Tom.
No, most of them don't. How you gonna root for the country you live in to burn down?
Can I ask you? Can I ask you men a question?
Go ahead.
Who are the black men supposed to follow?
See, this is the problem. It's you see on
no,
the
I know the
side,
answer. I'm just asking you what's the. I want to know where you guys.
I'm sure I'm going to answer you. I promise.
Yeah.
On the right side of the political spectrum, we don't follow people. We don't look for quote unquote leaders on the right side of the political spectrum. We run our households and we can work with like-minded men to get things accomplished. I'm not looking for a leader. Now, do I look to people? Patrick J. Buchanan, Tony Brown from Tony Brown's Journal, Walter Williams, Rush Limbaugh, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. These are the men I look at. These are the men I look to, and I look at how they live their life. I look at their accomplishments. I'm like, wow, yeah, I can take some of what they say, you know, discard of the stuff I don't agree with, but I'm not looking for a leader. I'm just not. I am the leader.
Okay, so the men that need more guidance and leadership, like a brother,
what they have to do is
well,
go ahead.
I'm just saying, not every man is a leader. Not every man. Not every man can think for themselves. Even when you seek guidance from those other brothers, were those brothers that you said, or were they just?
Oh no! Well, no. Rush is white. Patrick Buchanan's white.
So
everybody else was black.
So when we're talking about black men or following black women's, I guess, political ideologies, in the same breath, the basic answer is black men should follow black men. They should follow other black men. I mean, to the same degree. So even deeper,
Amen,
the black men.
Amen.
One thing is that we're not producing enough or good enough black leaders, or we're not promoting them well. And
I would disagree. I would disagree, sir. First of all, if a young man, I'm a single dad, right? I got custody of my two children when they were 2 and 5 in 2004. My daughter's 22. My son's 24. I raised them by myself. Their mother wasn't around. Okay. Both. I'm sure Uncle Tom has seen my son. He's a mixed martial artist.
Yeah.
My daughter does fashion. Young black men are going to have to want. First of all, I take issue with people that say I want to go back to the community and help it. If you want to do that, go ahead and do it. The people out of the quote unquote community that I would help are the people that take the initiative to come up and say, you know what? I see what you men are able to accomplish. I see the houses you live in. I see what you drive. Can you tell me? Can you help me learn how to be productive and get into the fields of endeavor that you're in? I'll help that young man. I am not dragging niggas off the corner so they can fucking blow my brains out. You remember what happened to Cuddy in what do you call it? The Wire.
Nate, hold on, Nate. I just wanted to. I agree with you. Those men that you'll be dragging off the corner probably don't vote anyways. Like I said, I don't even think most black men vote. And the men that you're talking about that you would have to drag probably don't vote or don't even think to vote, or probably will get a felony where they can't vote no more. So, and that's a point. So I'm just saying to the brothers that that do vote and that have the potential to vote later on in life, I think they do want a helping hand. Because when I was growing up, I didn't see a single brother give me no helping hand. If anything, I mean, it was a couple of women coming back to the community trying to help out and do community service, but I didn't see any older brothers trying to give a helping hand. I wasn't one of the hood niggas on the porch or doing some hood activity.
It has a lot to do, bro, with initiative. When a young man if a young man was to walk up to you, if a 15-year-old young man was supposed to walk up to you and say, "Sir," he sees you pull up in whatever, if you have a real nice car, you pull up, he walks up to you and he asks you about what you do and how he can get involved in it. Young black men have to take the initiative. I can't go get you. You got to come and seek out the men that are doing something and ask, how can I be a part of what you're doing? What do I need to do? How do I get qualified to rock with you all? Those are the only guys you can really even help and work with.
No, I agree with you. Even for me, a lot of times I asked my own father or grandfather, I've come to these spaces looking for guys, because even them, they're a lot of hands off and they really teach me a lot of things, and they're not necessarily conservative. I somewhat have to convince them that their undying loyalty to liberalism isn't necessarily the right way, especially with the representatives you have don't really push the ideology you want. They're just using what you want to get into office and then do whatever the fuck they want. But anyways, all I'm saying is that I agree with you to an extent, but to the black men that you say are hopping off the porch or you don't want to drag off the porch, probably don't have a father in their life. So unlike
that
you
has
getting
nothing to do with us.
I didn't
tell their mamas to fuck with a loser.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, it still falls on us to fix our own community. And
no, sir. I disagree.
To those brothers who aren't taking care of those kids, they need to go take care of their kids. I'm not telling you.
How do you make them?
I'm telling you to make. I'm not saying you make anybody. I'm just saying that if we really wanted a good old community, then black men need to take care of their goddamn kids. And I'm not saying
I got a different take,
bruh. If I can say this real quick, and I'll shut up. If 56% of black men are single and childless, and 32% of black men are married, that's 88% of black men that aren't making all these bastard children. That is literally less than 20% of black men responsible for like 70% of the children. That's why niggas have 8 baby mamas, 10 baby mamas. This is a very small group of black men. This small chaotic group of black men in no way reflects on the majority of black men. We get painted with this fucking brush that we don't take care of our children. Every nigga I know takes care of his children. That's anecdotal, but the stats speak to that also. These women are having babies. They're all fucking the same niggas. They're all having babies with the same niggas. Last thing. Ayanna Van Zant in 2014, she did a show. You can pull it up now. You probably have played it. 6 black men had 87 children by 50 women in Memphis.
Yeah.
6 black men, 87 children.
Sounds about right.
50 women. You can't blame us for that.
No.
So my take, no, he just rock with it. Okay, so I think I have a kind of a different take, right? I do agree that you got to go seek it, right? Because I knew when I was in high school, I thought different than the regular niggas out there, because I didn't mind cussing a bitch out, nor did I mind cussing out a nigga in there, right? And I would always call it something different. But it wasn't until I joined the military and was tested on my thoughts of things, and I thought I knew what I was about until a black man, I will say his name,
Uncle Ruckus,
Sergeant Brown. No, it was First Sergeant Brown, or Master Sergeant Brown now. But he made me, because I thought I was a Democrat. I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was a Democrat. I didn't even know the difference between the two, right? To be honest with you, I didn't know the difference between the two. And everything that I thought was Democrat was actually Republican. And I was like, oh, well, shit. I'm a fuck Republican. So from then on, it was up to me to actually seek out like-minded people, and that's what I've been doing ever since I was 23. I sought out people that were like-minded because I figured I couldn't rock. I mean, can I shoot the shit with anyone? Hell yeah, I can shoot the shit with anyone. But when it comes to actually challenging my brain or challenging my way of thinking, I don't want to be challenged by someone that I figure is less than me.
But to Sway's point, you think because it's a newer generation, it's up to us to seek them out more so than them seeking us out?
I'm not gonna say I don't seek. I'm not gonna seek them out, but I if I see someone that has good intention and I can see it from where I'm standing, I don't mind helping out someone that's next to me, because you can see a person that wants to change or wants to be challenged when they're next to you. You can see it. You can spot it out. And I do that with the boys I coach. I lead the niggas that want to be niggas alone, and the kids that want to learn, I bring them along the ride. And I tell their parents,
yes, sir.
Yeah, like they have to want it also. You know?
Absolutely
I mean, things cannot be handed, because what happens to Nate's point, you know, in order to change the situation, you got to get the government out of the household. It's been an old talking point, but it's the truth. When the
but the government's really not in the households right now, right? Because most black men are actually having the custody and control of their children.
If they don't know if you exist, Uncle Tom, or they don't have any way of talking to you directly,
I agree.
Then how can they seek the guidance? So all I'm saying is it even to what LA said, you have to put yourself into position for them to actually be able to speak.
I agree.
So even you going to their school or high school around your, whatever local high schools, and offer, just put out a flyer, talk to the principal saying, hey, can I do this for the black kids, black men, whatever. There was I think it was one group in my school that had like 100 black men program. I don't know if that's some national program where they were able to bring all black boys into a room and talk to them about shit and yada, yada, yada. So you can single out black boys in high schools and you can group them up and you can see who's with it. You can see who's not. But I mean, you're doing the right thing with football, I guess. That's one avenue. But I feel like it's even to the example of being lucky. Like luck doesn't just come with sitting on your ass. You still have to put yourself in a position to be lucky. So I'm just saying, like, you can't be sitting on your ass and think
if a man has a family, how much time is a man supposed to take away from his interests, his desires, his obligations to take care of other men's children?
So this is where we get to now again.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're saying only 18% of the men are producing all these kids, and then we can sit back and say, hey, I'm taking care of my kids, and then to sit here and still complain about all these little kids acting a fool. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to say, if you have all the guidance and you're doing a great job, then, put out a supporting hand if you have such an opinion about how the black community or the black community is going. Like, I don't know, man. We just...
Well, I guess the way to
put it, until we tell, I'll say this and then I'll.
I come in this argument with good faith because maybe I'm 24.
No, I know, and I believe you.
I'm 24 and I have a 17-year-old black brother. I have a 17-year-old
You're 24. Wow, my son's 24. Wow.
Yeah, most of you guys are old enough to be my dad. That's why.
Absolutely, I am.
Yeah,
I'm limited on twice.
My dad's only 43, so he's a white man as well, and my mom's black.
Oh wow, okay, interesting, very interesting. What you have to understand is the people, poor people have been given, I don't know how many trillions of dollars. These women, you see, I kind of get a sense you pull away from really putting the accountability on the women, and it's not all the issue is with them. But it's the majority of the issue. They decide who they fuck. They decide which babies die. They decide which babies don't die. Everything, every bit of power and decision making has been put in their hands. Them, not us. It doesn't matter how bad you want to keep your baby. You might have gotten a girl pregnant with. If she does not want it, she can terminate it. And there's literally nothing you can do. They have been given full carte blanche in our society. Now, the women you can help are the women who understand how dangerous and detrimental it is for a woman to be in charge of her life. I have two sayings. One of my sayings, Kevin Samuels repeated on his show, because I could play you a video where Kevin Samuels shouts me out, literally, on his show. The first saying is, a woman left to her own devices will more than likely self-destruct. He actually quoted me with that on his show. I have another saying too. Check this out.
What's up, Lawrence?
If you want to destroy the world, if you want to destroy the world, you don't need to put women in charge of the world. Just put women in charge of their lives. They will destroy the world.
That's a fact.
They will destroy the world. A woman was literally created to be up under a man's leadership who is concerned about her outcomes. Women make terrible decisions when they're left to their own. They're hive-minded. They'll hop on whatever's popular, whatever's trendy, no matter how destructive it is. These girls will get on OnlyFans. A beautiful 22-year-old girl will listen to a bunch of stupid young girls on Instagram. They living it up. They're having champagne brunches. They're on planes and shit. They'll get on OnlyFans for $11 a month, and they'll slide Heineken bottles in their asshole. And all a man has to do is take a picture of that and put it all over the internet. They're finished. And they did it for $11.99 a month. These women cannot make their own decisions. The only women we can help are the women who want to be under the leadership of proper men. You can't go. We don't live in a culture in this country where we can make women do anything. We can't force them. We can't do any of that. The only women you can help, the only women you can deal with on a serious level are the women who will tell you, I want to be under the leadership of a proper man.
No,
I am not an equal to a man. How are you even asking an equal to provide for you and protect you? Equals don't do that for each other.
I agree with you, Big Nate, and I think a lot of times, you know, as sad as it may be, even with my generation, we might just have to be the sacrifice, and it is what it is. And I don't have a lot of faith in the women who are older than me, or let alone my age. They're kind of already stuck in this mindset, and there's nothing in society that really, there's nothing in their life that really tells them that they don't have to think about it until there's too late.
You got yourself a steady woman, do you?
Yeah, but she's Latina, so.
Oh, I see.
I Sway, you hate black women.
You got a Latina broad. Go ahead, nigga.
You hate black women, Sway.
Well, I've only dated 3 women, and 2 of them were black. One was more on the ghetto side. One was more on the preppy side.
And then he went to Latino.
Look at you. Look at you. Go ahead, dog. No, dude, look.
Sway,
as
you was
long as she's a
traumatized by the
biological
black
woman, I'm cool with you.
No, you just go to where you're appreciated. But I'm just saying that, you know, the men that can find a black woman or can produce black children, you know, produce black children, and hopefully you can also influence the other black boys. I'm sticking to the youth. Like, I haven't really told you to go and try to help like grown men. Grown men need to figure that shit out. But the kids, they didn't ask to not have a dad. So go to the high school and you offering a hand or offering, say, hey, I'm a guy and these are my things. You want to become like me or have the mindset of what I got to get to where I get in whatever field you're with, at least offer that. And if they say fuck you, then you can move on. But if you don't even go there to even get that fuck you, then how can you really say they don't want the help?
All right. One thing before we go on.
Uncle Tom, please, because I've been quiet.
Go ahead.
No. After you. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So I just want to go. I want to shout out what's going on Rumble, because I know we can't all see that. So, shit, I can't even say his name. G.A. Booga. Ooga Booga. That's what it is. How many men did this dude help out so far speaking like this? I guess it was to where we're speaking on that. So it probably was Sway. And then
what was the question? Sorry, I would have
how many men have you helped out? That was probably anyone that was on the panel that was talking on that topic. Also give a little more because your kids have to deal with bad eggs. Okay. Then JB said again, remember, equality is how it started. The feminists wanted control and is greedy. And to your last talking point, Sway, they said spicy women because you wanted a Latina. But other than that, go ahead, Black Thoughts.
There's nothing wrong with Latina women.
No, not at all.
I will say this too. I'll let Black Thoughts go. I will only date minority women, ethnic women. I will never marry a white woman.
You should.
It doesn't feel right.
I have my own things about that, but
in a society where women are this corrupt and they're corrupted by liberalism, they're corrupted so easily by social media. So social media has destroyed women. It has literally destroyed them. Back 60 years ago, an attractive woman 60 years ago, 70 years ago, a very, very attractive woman would have at the most maybe 3 suitors. 3 suitors. She was limited by geography, of course, right? Today, the most basic woman could have 100 men in her DMs telling her how beautiful and wonderful she is. This woman is absolute. There's nothing special about her at all, but she has all these men telling her she's special. Social media has destroyed women. And I swear to God, the designers of it, I think they knew what they were doing. The ultimate aim of the elites is to separate the woman from the man. You separate the woman from the man, you could corrupt the woman. And what can men do without procreating with women? You know,
I think it was always to be that way. It wasn't designed. Women have always been that way.
No. Women have always been that way, but the social media is the most virulent form of steroids for their ego.
That's
and
a
it's
fact.
Destroyed them.
That's a fact.
Destroyed them.
I mean,
women were never this arrogant.
Listen. It's gotten so bad. Women will sit in the house, do their makeup just to take pictures for Instagram, and then sit around
Go
in the house
nowhere
and do nothing.
They go nowhere.
Yo.
Wear pajama pants to Walmart in public.
Exactly. Leave out the house looking a goddamn nightmare. But you ball yourself up sitting in the house. My son's 24. My son does 2-a-days. He goes to the gym, then he goes to Brazilian jiu-jitsu and grappling practice. He's in the gym, right? He's, shadow boxing, jumping rope. These broads are staring at him, right? He'll walk up to a broad, get her number. The girl won't even look at him. He says, Dad, these girls won't even when I walk up to him and talk to him, they won't even look me in my face. They're not used to young man walking up and getting in their face. So he'll get their number. He said, Dad, I text him 2 days later. I never hear back from him. So he goes back to the gym. The same fucking bitch is sitting there staring at him. But she won't call him. They're fucking insane.
Okay, so I get it. And Uncle Tom, hold on, Big Nate. Uncle Tom, when I tell y'all niggas that the game ain't the same, and y'all like, nah, nigga, the game, that the players.
First off, Sway, I ain't never said that.
I don't understand this shit, dog. I'm almost 50.
Women,
Listen,
bro,
I don't see that.
Listen, so, Big Nate,
Well, the reason
I
you don't
understand
see
your
it
son's frustration, and
is
there's no
because
real,
you're around a bunch
there's
of
no real
young-
way to explain it. Other
wrong, sir.
There's no real way to explain it other than there's so many factors going in a woman's brain that it comes to that. Fuck it. It's just at the end of the day, there's it's too many factors I have to factor in, and they just say fuck it, move on to the next.
Sad, man.
Okay,
It's
can I say
one,
something?
they have an abundance of
Oh.
options. 2, they're like, is he a creep? 3, is he like my ex? 4, is he a Virgo? 6, bro.
Does he have an iPhone or does he have an Android?
Well, if it's blue versus green, they pretty much know. But if it's green, that's an automatic no. So if your son has an Android, that might have been why. But
Nigga, my son used to work at Panera Bread. Fucking nightmares. Just like
Panera Bread.
It's just like Starbucks. They literally hire trans. They hire trans people on purpose.
Well,
so my
how tall is
son's
your
working
son?
at Panera Bread, right? There's this girl that liked him, right? He wasn't really feeling or whatever. So they're talking, and the girl tries to make him jealous. There was this new young black man that started working there, right? He had like a 2015 Mustang. He was going to a place called York Tech, the technical school where we live. And so my son says, well, the girl's like, well, such and such, he asked me out, and My son's like, well, what did you say? I mean, you're gonna go out with him? She said, oh God, I'm not going out with him. My son
She
said,
went out
well,
with him.
why aren't you going out with him? Do you know what she said? I swear to God, my son told me, she said, he has an Android. You won't go out with this young man who's got a nice car, he's working, he's going to school, because of his fucking phone.
If you said he's a black man, honestly, a lot of times it's perceived as a trap phone. It's perceived as like instability. It's perceived as cheap because they don't really. Because honestly,
but that's
oh my God,
no, I'm just giving, bro. If you want me to tell you how these little chicas,
dude, it's amazing, nigga.
This is all the factors going into their brain. I'm telling you, I've deciphered all of this, and
I deciphered all this shit. He's been putting in the work, son.
No, honestly, like, and he listen, he's not lying. But even to say to talk about from Black Thoughts, I haven't had a chick really come at me that hasn't been younger than, like, I want to say 35.
Damn.
No.
Literally, I have most people that, like, commonly when I have women that come actually say something to me, they're typically around that 24 to 27 age. And I'm just like, what the hell's wrong with you? Because I guess because I look younger, so they don't really think of what my age actually is. So I tell them, and they're just like, oh, okay. So most of the time, I actually do get hit on by younger women, and yes, definitely for the fucking Android for one, or what sign are you, and all this other bullshit that come along with it. I get a lot of that, and I'm just looking at them like, y'all fucking crazy.
Okay, can I speak?
Yes, sir.
In to be completely genuine, Sway, don't come to YouTube for guidance. No. Being completely genuine. Don't laugh, guys, because I don't want him to think that I'm being an asshole about it.
You think I came to YouTube for guidance?
Well, you said that.
No, I
You can
said
rewind
I
the
listen to
tape.
some things you guys say, and I take bits and pieces of it, and I implement in my own life. I didn't come here just asking for y'all, like, hey, whatever.
Okay.
If we're having conversations, then there's no point of me not listening to people that.
Okay, Sway. Okay, I don't want to argue about it. I'm not here for that.
Nigga, you just want to come on YouTube to.
I'm not here.
Thoughts.
We go.
Here
we go.
Can y'all niggas ever get along? You two niggas.
He don't want to learn shit. He just want to talk.
To know.
I'm the teacher, nigga. I don't need to learn shit from these niggas.
But
These niggas can't teach me nothing.
No, but I do have a question. No, I have a question since Black Thoughts is with that. And I'm gonna say this.
You racist.
But I'm gonna say
I can learn from black people.
Okay, you've learned by observation thing, but are there actually any older black men you do go to for guidance? That's a question to you, sir. Sway, that's a question.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Sway.
Did I go to?
Do you actually seek out any guidance to
I don't
older
really
black
seek
men?
out no guidance from nobody but my father.
That's all. That's
and unfortunately for y'all, he's a white man, so no.
Well, it's not unfortunate. I just said men in general. I didn't.
Hey, my first job was given to me by a white man, so that's I don't have nothing against white.
Never
people.
said he.
But I'm just saying, if like me
older
actually going and calling, like, hey, I'm actually seeking out answers.
Right.
It's typically I'm asking my dad. But if I'm
That's
here
fine.
having a conversation and y'all saying something profound, I'm like, well, that was smart.
That is absolutely fine.
That's
so when I hear
wise.
Black Thought say that he doesn't come on YouTube for guidance, I'm like, well, it depends, because like if he's only getting it from his father, then cool. But if he's not even listening to other men in general just to get an insight of what they're actually thinking, then that's another thing. He's just kind of wasting his time
Again,
on YouTube in
I
general.
meant no malice, but he felt he needed to attack me.
Nah,
because-
you
because
definitely
that's his
was coming
thing,
from
which
my
is
side.
fine. Which is
You came
fine.
with all malice.
I came with all malice.
You can hear it in your voice.
Okay.
It's rumbling a little differently when you said it.
Man, shut up,
Usually
I
it rumbles
held back from
clockwise, but I'm pretty sure it
Um,
rumbled counterclockwise when you said that. So I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay, young lady. So ultimately,
Look
the
at him,
end
look
of
at
the
him.
day, here's the thing, right? As far as talking about let's save the black community, Do you notice? Have you ever heard a black woman saying, "Let's save the black community"? You've never heard a black woman saying that. You know why? Because she has no interest in saving said community. Her only interest is doing for self. So the idea of black men running back to save some community proves that there should be no man running back to save said community, because guess what? The black woman's not even interested in saving said community.
Are you saying that that's what I said?
No.
Who said save the black community?
He's saying that black women, that you will have black women that say that you never heard of a black woman that said to save their community.
Well, I mean, I don't.
He kind of alluded to it.
He said
Me?
He said it to you because I was like, I've heard a black woman say.
Hold on.
Did I say save black?
Did I say sway? I just made an open comment, and Sway said, "Oh, you're saying it to me."
No, I didn't. That's the question.
No. But listen, I've been drinking this new imported.
Y'all gonna have to stop diminishing what I said. I said what I said.
I never said this.
If you don't stop with the diminish,
They trying to diminish your character.
But yo, I never said sway. I was talking about the black community.
And that's why I asked you. I said, was that to what I said?
I'm gonna say from what I heard, and I may have heard it wrong. It did sound like it was pointed towards a question that may have been swayed because it was coming off from the topic that was most recently for.
I really asked him who said.
But then saying, "Hey, you have never heard a black woman say, save the black community," and I thought it was a question that was pointed particularly from Sway. That's me in particularly. Me, I have heard a black woman say save the black community, but by the way, she also had like 6 babies from like 5 baby daddies, so that doesn't really count.
Well, if I could, the gentleman earlier said something profound. Let me give you something profound to think about.
I'm weak as fuck.
All right, so check this out. And of course, I'm not talking about all black women. I'm talking about a certain segment of them. Black women want the black men that they rejected, right? Because when a black woman's young, you never hear young, pretty black women saying, "Where's all the good black men?" Because
that's true.
All types of black men are trying to get at them. And they decide to pick the ones they choose. That's their right.
I ain't gonna lie to you, young chicks say that shit too.
These women ask the men that they rejected to come back to the community and fix the children of the men they chose over them.
Absolutely. Yep.
Is this not insane?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Because I'll say this, it's always going to be like that to an extent, unless you have their dad literally steering them against it. Because in all honesty, they're going to pick because young women aren't picking based off of financing, leadership qualities, wisdom, guidance.
They're not even supposed to be in charge of the pick.
That's what I'm saying. So if they're picking amongst the men that they have to deal with, the young black men like myself, they have more leniency on us. So they're gonna pick the tall. They're gonna pick the tall, good-looking, athletic.
They pick who they want.
The guy.
Whoa! There's tall, attractive black men that have jobs. That work 9 to 5. The 9 to 5 job is a disqualifier for a lot of black women.
They don't want them. They want this good looking dude. They're gonna dick them down right.
They don't even listen. They don't.
They want the nigga that can peel off a few $1,000s to him, and they don't care how the nigga got the money.
You know what they say? You gotta think about most. That's not all.
No, you know what they say? Way they say, "I want a drug dealer. I want a scammer."
No, yeah, all black women want to date a drug dealer or a scammer.
They don't want a 9 to 5.
That's not most.
They do not want a 9 to 5, bro.
You know, a 9 to 5 is a CEO, is a fucking doctor, is a surgeon.
I think they really just want a man that has money. But
again, a doctor, a surgeon, a specialist,
and even then, that's not most black women.
Plumbers have money. UPS drivers have a lot of money. Union trash men have a lot of money.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm an electrician, and I do pretty decently amongst black and Latino.
And you know what they'll say? They say you're lame.
Well, I always did pretty decent regardless if I have money or not. That's why I'm saying that they pick based off of things outside of money and things that they would pick an older man for. They would judge an older man differently than they would judge a younger man when they're dealing with them. So if you are 25, they're going to look at you dealing different if he was 19. If you're 45, they're going to look at you way different if you're the same level as a 25-year-old. So I'm just saying, if they found themselves with a 19-year-old, it's more than likely not based on the fact that he has money or
Let's
leadership
be honest.
qualities.
But the guy that's 45 for some reason,
It's because he makes her tingle.
In the women, in the minds of those women, they somehow think that the man who's 45, that he somehow saved it, not that he's earning it. They think the guy who's younger is somehow earning it, not that he saved it. That's the weird mindset that I got when dealing with these women. Oh yeah, you must have saved up all this money because you're in your 40s. I'm like, no, bitch, that's just what I earned. But the same
Let me
guy.
tell you a story. There was a woman online. She was telling a story about her friend, my right hand to God. Right? She's like, my girl. She said that she met this great guy and he was awesome, and they're gonna go ahead and start a relationship. The sex was good and everything was going well. A couple of weeks go by, she doesn't really talk to her. She calls her and they're talking, and she says, I left old boy. And the woman said, what are you talking about? I thought everything was
a good guy.
He was a great guy. Do you know why she said she left him? I swear to God, this is on the lives of my children. This woman said her friend said his car was too old. His car was too old. The sex was straight. They vibed. Everything was good. His car was 10 years old.
And
instead of looking at that and saying, this nigga's got $500, $600, $700 a month free. His car is paid for. He doesn't even have to have full coverage insurance on his shit. He has money, liquid cash he can fucking amass. No. She dropped him because his car was too old. These whores are dropping niggas over their cars, their phones. Fuck them.
Can I say one thing, though? So, all right. Most chicks are fine if you just have a car. I'll say that. To the women that seem to be having in a weird view on the car, I don't know how good looking the chick is, but if she's dealing with men that can have better cars, then maybe she's like, I don't have to deal with this. I can deal with men that drive better cars.
She's gonna rack up a bunch of bodies, and by the time she's 35, she'll be another miserable, used to be cute black woman complaining nobody's with her.
That's fine. If she takes that route, I think that route, it takes an abundance of different things than just one, like her view on the type of car he drives. Granted, I do think the whole car thing is shallow
away a perfectly good man over nothing is my point.
That we can't say he's a perfectly good man just because he has a car.
Whoa, bruh. She got rid of him because his car was a 10-year-old car.
I get it, but I'm saying
she said he was a great guy.
Yeah, I get it. But do you really think that that's what she thinks outside of just trying to be nice?
Bro, these women are insane.
Yeah.
These fucking women are insane.
Bro, I'm pretty sure
she
thought he was ugly and that he had a big nose and that other things about him was weird.
Let her buy a dog and die alone.
A lot of chicks get with people and they don't care about how.
Man, we are just as shallow. I don't understand why we expect women to not be just or not more shallow than us.
Oh no, absolutely. But
let's be honest. Most men are shallow as fuck. They have no standards, and their bar is set low as fuck. Most men's standards are low.
Bruh, the most important thing about a woman, let me tell you the three most important things about a woman. All right. Number one is her beauty. Number two is her virtue. Distant number three is her brain. That's distant. A woman's beauty and virtue is everything. That's how we're designed. Now, a man has to be productive and effective. He doesn't have to be cute. I'm sorry. For eons, women did not choose men because of how cute they were. They were chosen on a basis of, okay, I'm attracted to him. He's heading in the right direction. He treats me right. He has good leadership qualities. And he's got accomplishments in life. Now these women, since they're the boss, since they're a diva, since they're a level up bitch, since they're an alpha female, you can be a cute nigga with nothing, and they'll take care of everything.
On the couch.
Fucking everything is reversed. Everything is backwards. The only women you can have any substantive interaction and relationships with are the women that want to be under your leadership. Period.
I
If
agree.
she looks at you as an equal, you can enjoy your time with her, kick it with her. And then after a few months, you need to do what Tony Soprano did with bitches. Give them that gold horseshoe
Contract.
pin and tell them, kick
Time is up.
rocks. That's all you can fucking do with them.
The sad part is a lot of men don't want to lead, one, and then two, a lot of men stick around or keep these women around. Simple fact of consistent box.
So wait, it's not that they don't want
Literally,
to
like I'm just saying, when you talk about
They
I
never
get it.
had
When you say the
consistent box.
beauty, the virtue, and the brains, a lot of men stop at the beauty and they just settle for that. And let alone even that, sometimes they just settle for a box.
Do you know how bad black men want to be married?
Beauty and box is abundance. The guys who cannot give it up, are
Bro,
those who never really
men
had it.
settle for that all the time, and that's
According
why.
to Essence Magazine,
how many men live the happy wife, happy life lifestyle? A lot.
According to Essence Magazine,
a lot.
In 2017, they did a poll of black men. All right, you can Google it. They asked black men about their opinions of marriage. 57% of black men said they wanted to be married. 18% of black men said they were open to marriage. 25% said no thanks. That's 75% of black men that wanted marriage or are open to it. It's black women that don't want to be married. I don't know how much of Kevin Samuels' content you've watched, but he established for once and for all that black men are not the ones ruining their relationships.
They leave.
There was a black woman, and nigga, this happened all the time. There was a black woman called in, all these black women bragging about being engaged. I've been engaged. I've been engaged twice. I've been engaged 3 times. They call off the fucking wedding. There was one woman that called in. I swear to God, these are 2 absolutely true stories. The first, the woman said, I was engaged. Kevin Samuels said, well, why'd you break up your engagement? He wanted me to move with him to Japan. He was deployed. He was a career military man. He got deployed to Japan. The fucking bitch didn't want to go. You couldn't do a 2-year stint in Japan, a beautiful country, with Americans on the base, and then in 2 years be back in America.
Great community.
Follow your fucking husband.
Good food.
And now she broke off the engagement, and she's alone asking Kevin Samuels how to find a high-value man. Fuck her.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Wait. One second. Y'all can stay here. What I wanted to say is I'm moving everything over to fucking Rumble right now, so y'all can have an unfiltered conversation versus being filtered over here. All I want to say. So if you're over here on YouTube right now, we are moving over to Rumble as we speak. So I'm gonna throw the link in the chat. Hit the link. We're gonna have an unfiltered conversation over on Rumble. Everyone else is in here, and we're gonna just end this right here on YouTube. You guys, thanks for all coming out. If you want to be on, if you want to see everything, come over to Rumble. Click the link. I'm gonna throw it one more time in the chat so y'all can see it. And we're gonna end this right now. Thank you, guys, for coming over. We're going to Rumble. We got to end all this. This is nonsense right here. So
He's a nonsense.
We're gonna end it. You guys have a good night, man. Thanks for coming out.